Hey, man.
Good morning, everybody. Hello.
Hello.
Well, it's just the three of us again today.
It is.
Well, Scott was supposed to be here, but got that text message around 6 o'clock yesterday.
No, it was right after I promoted that he was returning today on our Instagram feed. And then you texted, you're like, King Scott's not coming back till Wednesday.
I know.
Damn it.
I know. I did a promo. It was like, Scott's back.
All right.
We're doing this and we're doing that.
Oh, did you put Match Up with Moon?
Yes, sir,
Did you promote it? Oh,
yes, sir, I did.
All right, that's tomorrow. Maybe. No, your wife's coming in tomorrow.
Yeah, we got a game.
Maybe
It's never going to happen.
Oh.
And that's all
Well,
the
the
people
plan
want.
was.
They just want
plan
to match up
was-
with you.
Because Scott's got it in the bank, like
Yeah.
the questions and stuff. And he texted saying, "Oh, my flight's been pushed back to 10." And I wrote to him, "Are you landing at 10 or are you taking off at 10?"
Now, he sent that text just before he posted a picture of him with his toes on the beach, right?
Which he texted our
Yes.
big group. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just kidding.
And you sent a really disturbing GIF of a man's toe that looks like a hot dog.
Yes, going into the water.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
thanks for that.
That's how you test the water.
You put your toe in, but your very long toe.
Big old nasty toe.
Big old Scott sent us a picture of his feet in the sand.
Yeah.
It was stomach turning.
Oh, really? Oh,
Not for me.
yeah.
Felt good for
I
him.
saved it with Marlon Wayans' photo for our celebrity OnlyFans.
Nice, that's right.
Because I thought people are going to probably want King
Blech.
Scott sandy toes.
Blech.
Yeah, that's...
I don't know. It was a
Capital.
turnoff. But no, Scott said, I guess they're taking off, or they were taking off at LAX at 10. And I go, I'll see you Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see you on Wednesday. I'll try to make it in. Nah, it's fine.
Yeah, just
We'll see you on Wednesday. You
see you
can't,
Wednesday.
listen, you cannot count on the airlines anymore.
No.
You cannot count on the airlines to get you anywhere on time anymore. I'm convinced.
Yeah, and that's a big deal when it comes to business, man. Like, I'm setting up all these different flights for all these different shows, and now I got to go, well, in case the airlines haunt me.
Oh, well, you have to take that into account when planning anything.
Yeah, because if I miss, I'm not flying for funsies. If I miss
man.
something, that costs me thousands. That costs me
Oh, well, I mean, listen, you're not
tons
the only one. You know, thousands and thousands of people fly every day for
business.
business, but you have to factor in the airlines now.
Yep.
You're right. I'm leaving in 10 minutes for a show
You
I
might
got
as well.
on Friday.
You might as well. Got to give yourself that buffer. But after hearing King Scott's story and my buddy Ryan was flying, to Philly yesterday. His flight was all jacked up.
Oh, no.
On our way home from Costa Rica, our flights were jacked up.
Yep, you got to plan for it.
Is being on time now the...
Hey, man.
Time
Is that the
blindness.
rarity?
Yeah, them airlines are just time blind.
Yeah, we got time blindness there.
Oh, I'm sorry, 198 passengers. We're time blind.
Oh, that's a callback from yesterday, by the way, with that's a new excuse for being late.
Right.
Oh, it's not my fault.
I'm time blind.
I'm time blind.
Right. That's Southwest Airlines. We're time blind.
Yeah, what if you have to
Welcome
fly?
to the time blind
What if
air.
you have to fly somewhere? What if I'm sitting on the plane and now we have to accommodate for everybody who's time blind?
Yeah. Well, yes.
Well, that's not what we're waiting on. I think, is it
No,
the
no, I'm just
storms?
saying,
Is
I'm
it
just saying.
fewer staff?
I have no idea. Storms. The weather's been
Weather
very
has
weird.
been goofy.
No, I'm just saying now should the airlines have to have a buffer for time blindness?
They don't. And that's what I mean. Like, society will not accommodate the time blind.
Well, that needs to change.
No.
That needs to change. Oh, my flight's taking off at 3? Mm-hmm. Well, let's accommodate for the time blind.
Okay.
Yeah.
It says 3, but we're really taking off at 4.
Yeah. We know Jim is always 15 minutes late, so.
And we need him on this flight.
Yeah. And I see him. Oh, there he is right there on the manifest.
There he is.
Yeah, it says TB next to his name, time blind. So I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to hold the flight for Timmy because he's time blind. He
Timmy
should
time
be here
blind.
at any point. Time blind Timmy. But no, there was an article in this is in the Wall Street Journal. This is for what's today, the 17th? Today's the 18th. This is from the 17th. Headline, traveling by bus is no longer a plan B for many Americans. More people try buses from budget to high end as a cheaper way of reaching destinations on time. Now, with the airlines, charging more money for tickets and not being on time, maybe the bus is the way to go. Maybe the bus is the way to go.
I think, and I have only been on a couple of buses in my lifetime. Like I remember 8th grade, we did East Coast school trip, so we went to New York and Philadelphia and all this. And we took buses, like big old Greyhound buses of kids. And that was all right. But man, those buses smelled like feet.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, really?
Everybody's got their shoes off.
We did a couple church trips or something in those charter buses. My daughter just went to a camp in one of those. And had a blast.
I've never done a long-distance bus road trip.
Now,
I mean, a couple hours.
They're talking about Greyhounds, right? They're talking about...
Yeah, well, the owner of Greyhound, the company called Flix North America, they own a Greyhound and Flix bus. Ridership jumped 63% year over year for the 4th of July weekend, 70% over Memorial Day weekend.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That is a lot.
That's a lot. People have had it. People have had it.
I've never done one of those. I mean, I lived in a bus for ever and ever, but I've never done
a long distance like across America on a big bus.
I've done the train, done the Amtrak from here to Jeff City, from here to KC, from here to Chicago. I've done Durango Silverton Railroad in Colorado.
What?
But that's like an adventure. You're not taking that to get somewhere. You're taking that for the adventure. I've never done like a Greyhound to Minnesota or something.
Listen, instead of spending a couple $100, you're buying a $99 Greyhound ticket.
Yeah, man, it's you're having somebody drive you. You're hiring a chauffeur. How cool is that?
Sure, but I mean, listen, hazards are hazards. Heard about what happened up in Highland last week with that Greyhound bus crash.
Yeah, that was tragic.
That's tragic. What? 2 people died? 3 people died?
I think it was more than that. What happened there, though? I mean, did they determine what happened? Did he just run into the back of a semi?
Was it the driver? Did the driver fall asleep?
That's what I'm saying. Did anything come out of that? I'd never heard what happened.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Listen, I know people died, and it was over there in Highland. But I wasn't sure the ending of that. Like what happened?
Yeah, me neither.
But man, that sucks.
Yeah.
But now people are turning to the bus for these long distance trips.
Sure.
Makes sense. Good for the bus industry.
I told Tim we need to either buy or rent next year an RV. I really want to do an RV trip with him. And my friend is selling. She bought one of these like 1970s little bitty RVs. I don't know what model it was, but she redid like this vintage thing inside and is selling it. And I'm kind of like wanting to buy it really bad.
And I'll rent it from you because we're doing a family trip. We're trying to do an RV trip in the spring.
It'd be too small for you and your fam, though. I mean, it would, like if you and Mal wanted to take it, it'd be great. But
what is this?
It's just like an itty bitty little RV. I don't know.
RV or a trailer? Like, are you pulling it?
No. It's
got a motor.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you can.
Cool.
It's like has a bathroom on it, has a little kitchenette. But I don't think it has the bunks, like the big, long RVs.
Like an old school Winnebago.
Yeah.
Listen, I got a buddy who's got a big one. He's got a big RV.
Cool. Got to brag for other people.
And he loves it. I mean, his family, they go everywhere. They go to Texas all the time.
Right.
And the opportunity he gets to drive this RV around.
Always been a dream of ours. Always been a dream.
My stepdad has
no place to put it.
But it's his hunting shack. You know what I'm saying? So he's got it down in his land, and I don't know if it could go across country. Right. So I'm looking for one that would.
But then you got to deal. Okay, I guess it's an adventure.
Yeah.
But then you're driving this monstrosity,
right?
Nah, dude.
But it's so much. But you got
gas
bathroom,
prices,
kitchen, bed.
Sure, sleep wherever.
Yeah.
I got the shower pass. Where the heck was it?
Oh yeah, you showed me your pilot.
I found my pilot professional
your pilot
driver
shower
card.
pass. There you go.
Right. I think that's fun.
Let her borrow in case she gets the RV.
Yeah, if we're ever doing a road trip,
Tim need
I'll give you my pilot card. I think I have like 11 free showers on there.
I'm only going to need one.
All right.
No.
Listen, I know people that won't fly, period.
Yeah.
Yeah, my buddy just went to, I think it was a family thing, maybe down in Mexico or something like that. And I caught him just before. I didn't know he was flying. I caught him just before. I said, "What's going on, man?" He's like, super nervous. And I was like, "Why?" Oh, wait a second. He must be at the airport. And, of course, he posts a picture like 5 minutes after that of him drinking in the airport because he's like, "I'm nervous to fly. I got to get
Oh, you're
drunk."
the one that says that Tim is devastated. Like devastatingly nervous when
Yeah.
he flies. Like he's left you at the airport.
My honey has he's nervous. He's gotten better though. Like we flew to Cleveland or to Sonic Temple Festival to Columbus. But yeah, he's got to be liquored up, and there's a whole thing we got to do, and he hates it. I mean, he's not. This is one of the things about himself that he just.
I should have asked him about it when he was here. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
him being a nervous flyer. Did anything happen?
No, I mean it was an easy flight. That's like an hour and 15-minute flight, so it's super easy. And for me, I'm a talker, and I like to, when I'm nervous, I talk more. And so when he's nervous, he does not talk. And so, I think everybody has some nerves getting on a big aircraft because you're not in control.
No.
But I mean, like, let's say you start to get queasy. You're nervous. You're like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? Like, there's situations where you can get nervous, I guess. Are you just?
I've never been
drunk?
nervous on an airplane.
Well,
never.
One day you will be, and it will be
even
awful.
with severe turbulence.
Right.
I've never bugged out. I've never flipped out.
Yeah, I mean, I used to have a Xanax and have like a whiskey, but I don't have to. I don't do that anymore.
My
Like,
brother-in-law
now I just
is
have a
a
drink.
very nervous flyer. I remember we were flying to Vegas once, and he was sitting next to me, and he's a Jewish man, and I see him take something out of his shirt and start kissing it. I go,
no.
What the hell are you doing? Is that a cross? You're Jewish.
He converted right there.
He said just in case.
Wow, that's awesome.
I don't know if you could do that. Is that within the rules? I don't know if you can do that. You can't just switch religions when it becomes convenient to you.
One time I was on a flight coming home, and Tim and I, we were not seated next to each other, and there was a guy that was he used to go down in a submarine in the military. This guy was so sweet. We got to talking, and I started to get really nervous. And so he was telling me stories about how whenever he was on the submarine or when he was doing deep dives, like actual free diving and stuff, like what he would do to channel, his courage. And this guy, we never talked after that, but he got me through one of the most chaotic flights of my life by sitting there and just talking to me and just calming me down. And so I tried to.
What did he do? Like, what's his secret to?
He essentially was
being
just
calm, cool, and collected.
You got to let go. You got to realize that whatever's going to happen is going to happen. You got to surrender to it. I mean, this is a man that was in the military telling me that, he'd be with all geared up, with an oxygen tank. And one time he was diving deep down in the dark, and he didn't remember which way was up to the surface and which way was down because it was that pitch dark. And he was like, I was going to run out of oxygen. And he was just like, I had to control my breathing and just surrender to the moment.
I love that kind of advice. If I tell you, bugging out, hey man, you got to surrender to the moment. You know what I would say? How the hell do you do that? How do you do that?
You do
I'm flipping out right now.
You do deep breaths. You count your breaths.
How do I do that? Oh, cool. Thank you, Buddha. Surrender to the moment. What?
Get some oxytocin released, the cuddle hormone, and then
it's easier said than done. You need to practice at that.
You need to realize that none of this matters.
It all matters.
Surrendering is saying, and I do this even to this day. None of this really matters. What matters? What really matters? Nothing. Every moment is passing you by. So every little thing, you just have to surrender to it and go this doesn't matter. This matters really big right now. Tomorrow it's not going to matter. So that's what I tell myself to get out of my anxiety.
Yeah.
You hear this story?
And this too shall pass.
Yeah. Well, will it?
Well,
and then I read
if
this
it doesn't,
story.
I won't mind.
And then I read this story, headline, Australian man and his dog rescued after drifting 3 months in the Pacific.
I saw this, and I love this guy.
Did he surrender himself?
3 months. Well, I'm assuming 3 months.
This man is a survivor.
Now, pull up his picture.
Okay.
His name is Timothy Shattuck. He looks like Tom Hanks
in Castaway.
Yeah.
I mean, he was out there for 3 months.
I would assume
This dog is also a survivor.
Yes, it's a very cool story. It's a very cool story. This Australian guy was adrift at sea with his dog for 3 months, rescued by a Mexican tuna boat in international waters.
Right on.
Okay, again, he is 54 years old, aboard his catamaran called Aloha in the Pacific, about 1,200 miles from land. So the crew of this boat spotted them.
Thank goodness.
And the crew said that Timothy and his dog Bella were in a precarious state when they were found, lacking provisions, lacking shelter. They gave him medical attention, food, drink. How did he survive? He survived on raw fish and rainwater. So I guess a storm damaged his boat. Again, he was on a catamaran. He was going from, I think he was, I forget where I read.
La Paz, Mexico.
He was going from
La Paz in Mexico to French Polynesia.
Right, okay.
In April.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, set sail in April. Storm damaged his boat.
Yeah, now he didn't take the dog for a pet. He took the dog for rations, you know?
Well,
No.
now
Provisions, just in
No.
case. Hey, man, what if he gets lost at sea?
Of course, my mind goes to, at what point did he go, all right, you have until next Wednesday and I'm going to eat you.
What was the dog's name? Bella?
Bella.
Or
He
Bella
said-
could eat him.
He cast a line and said, all right, Bella, you better hope something bites.
Oh, and it did. Those
So
two,
raw fish,
raw dog and raw fish.
rainwater, that's how they lived. Obviously, you lost a ton of weight.
Yeah, but like to me, obviously you all know I wouldn't eat the dog and I just die out there. But I mean, how exciting is it to have a companion in that situation? I
Yeah.
would have been a nightmare
Well, of
mentally.
course.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's either that or the volleyball. You're either talking to the dog or talking to the volleyball.
Doesn't he look like Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
Sure does,
Can
man.
we
Tom
stop
Hanks from
doing this,
Castaway?
by the way? Can we stop taking our catamarans and our dogs by ourselves out to sea? Can we
No.
just-
No,
just
that's
stop.
No, man, that's
Can you
like
bring a satellite radio with you and like do the right thing so we don't have to like worry about this?
Yeah, I'm
I want one
surprised he
less thing
didn't
to worry
have
about.
anything for just such an emergency.
he didn't have any of that stuff.
Well, obviously not.
Well, I mean, I don't know. What if he did have it, but it doesn't work in certain parts of the sea? I don't know how that works.
Let's make sure it works. Let's have. I just feel I saw this story yesterday in my Instagram feed and I felt good, but I also was going through like oh my God, that had to have been the scariest 3 months of this dog in his life. Like,
You only thought of the dog.
What about? I mean,
Of course.
listen. Without
You know me.
without these adventurous spirits, we wouldn't be here. You know,
I get
the
that.
Magellans. I mean, what if he had?
good for Magellan.
What if he
Moon.
crashed into a new continent and the whole damn
Learns in
planet
Spain
changed?
before Columbus's
Magellan-
voyage, and she's like, "Can we stop?
Can
Get
we
on the
stop
boat."
doing this? No, the
discovering
people did
things.
it already. All right, we already did it. It's done. We can take a flight to wherever you want to go with your pooch. We don't need to be Tom Hanks castawaying on a catamaran. Back to you,
Can we stop begging money from the Queen and going on these voyages,
please.
looking for new spice routes to India? Dumb.
The spices are all. We already found out all the spices.
Yeah. At what point was the dog going to become food for Timothy?
Surely
It bumps
they
me
asked
out
him.
because you're taking your dog. The dog has no idea what's happening. It's just hanging out with this human. So, yeah, I feel bad for the dog. Dog's like, oh, I'm just hanging out with Joe or whatever this guy's name is. Going on a walk, maybe. Nope, we're on a boat. Oh my God, we're 3 months at sea. We're eating raw fish, and
He don't
he's
know any
losing
difference.
weight. That's what I mean. I feel
He's
bad for
having a great-
animals. I feel bad because
Why? He's having a great time.
Oh, well,
Or
he-
she-
Oh, it says storms damaged the boat and wiped out his electronics.
oh, so he did have.
So it must have
all
been a
right.
hell of a storm.
She don't know. She was eating raw fish. That's hello.
I don't know, man. That dog was probably whimpering and wondering when she was going to eat her owner, and you know, they were both having the same thoughts when that dog was
Yeah,
getting
that-
hungry.
The owner looks like a hot dog.
Yeah, he's starting to look like bacon. Bacon bits.
Belle looks like a hamburger.
Oh man, I love you
It's
guys.
like-
Yeah.
King
What was the moment?
Probably the storm, and then
After
probably
the storm. Okay. Damage
God.
assessment.
I'd say when the screen wouldn't turn on.
Hello? Anybody? Hello? Mayday.
But way to go, this guy for,
Mayday.
like, getting fish. You know,
Yeah,
being
man.
able to fish. That's hot.
It's a big
Well,
deal.
I mean, it's a story of perseverance, survival.
Wow, dude, look how thin he is. Wow,
Oh, yeah.
like
Raw fish for 3 months.
Look at that picture.
It's enough sushi.
It's not a diet I want to do. Right there.
Yeah, I know. He's not
doing?
eating Japanese food anytime soon. He's not going to the sushi bar.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say. Remember when they rescue Tom Hanks and they have that party and he goes over and there's crab legs and he's like, ooh.
Nah, no thanks.
And he's so excited about ice.
No thanks. But
Yeah.
yeah, he's alive.
Look at the dog. The dog's a chunker, dude. Like that
love
dog
it.
Yeah,
didn't
and
miss a meal.
also what I noticed was the dog. Yeah, they had a picture of the dog on the boat that rescued him. That dog is fatter than ever.
Yeah, this dog did not miss a meal. It's stoked. It had a
Well-
vacation. Oh, we went on a trip. Dad never left my side.
Right.
It was wild.
He's a good.
Also,
human to his
listen, the dog could be fat because it didn't really get much exercise. Yeah, just being on that boat.
Yeah, but you don't stay fat by not eating. If you're a dog, like,
yeah,
I mean, that's a sport
dog ain't
dog
well.
too. Look at
the
it.
dog ain't well.
That might be something similar to my dog too. If my dog looks like that, the vet says, "Hey man, you got to run this dog a bit more."
Yeah, the dog and him survived on raw fish and rainwater. That's a story of perseverance. It's a nice story. And I actually did think, I'm like, man, that guy's lucky he had his buddy with him.
I know.
Yeah, that is a big deal.
Huge deal.
And together they kept each other alive.
That's probably why this man persevered, was because he had his dog with him.
Because he had his dog. Another pet news. A family in Colorado said a Domino's pizza delivery driver stole their cat
What?
during a delivery.
How dare you, Domino's?
Oh,
Although I understand. That's why I don't work for food.
bad tip. I'm taking the cat.
Cat stolen. Cat stolen by Domino's pizza delivery driver. The family's it's the family's neighbors got a pizza. And I guess their Ring doorbell showed their cat Pinto last Saturday
Pinto.
just being snatched up by the driver. So in the video, Pinto the cat is seen running towards the car. The driver petted Pinto for a couple minutes. And then, Pinto's in the car, and it took off.
I got a situation with a cat in my neighborhood who keeps coming over. I call him Mr. Gray. And I don't know, he looks like he's stray, but he could also be my neighbor's cat. And I'm like, I can't get close to him. He's always coming by at night. But it's like, I would take the cat to go see if he's got a chip, obviously. Or ask my neighbor, is this
But
your
he
cat?
leaves, but the cat leaves and then comes back.
Comes to my house and then goes
He goes
away.
in your house.
No, not in. Just hangs out on our porch all the time.
It looks healthy.
And I feed him. Yeah. Huh. Oh, well, he doesn't look healthy. He looks kind of
Well,
scrappy.
he's coming back because you're feeding him.
Yeah, I know. That's the fun of it.
Like we got a couple.
I wonder if the neighbor's upset that you're feeding the
Well,
cat.
probably.
We got a couple cats in the area, but they're all like super healthy looking.
Yeah.
So I know there's somebody's.
Sure. This guy's a little scrawny. He's got a little cut in his ear.
Oh,
Well, I told you we got that rotten cat in our neighborhood that just runs amok.
Dude, I'll tell you what. I remember the first time. And again, going back to when you were a kid and you find something out for the first time. I was walking with my mom. We were maybe walking our dog, and in the neighborhood just right by ours. And I remember seeing this guy run out, and he was. Have you seen? It was like a French bulldog or something like that, right? Which I guess are
Very expensive,
valuable.
sure.
Yeah, and then, but I'm a little kid here, and he's like, and my mom's like, no, where would he be? And he said, this is the second time he's been stolen. And I remember hearing those words going, but you can't steal a dog. That's a family member.
Yeah.
You can't steal a pet. And then my mom's
What
like,
happens?
Yeah, and that's what my mom said. She goes, oh yeah, sometimes these expensive breeds,
Well, look what happened to Lady Gaga.
people steal them.
Yes.
Yeah, and I remember always going by that house and thinking, holy tragedy. Like, that is the most tragic thing I had ever...
Somebody stealing your pet.
To that point in my life, I had not heard of a tragedy bigger than that. And it was like,
if somebody stole
I could
one of my
still
pets-
point at the house. I know what house it was.
If somebody stole one of my pets, I would be like Liam Neeson and Taken.
Oh, dude. And that's how honestly, this guy probably killed somebody because he came out looking like just the most sad guy ever. And then I could see this crazy rage because he said this is the second time the dog's been stolen.
This guy, I'd point at myself, this guy has a certain set of skills that I would.
And I will find you.
And I will find you.
Man,
I will get my dog back.
That's me.
That. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is not the world I thought I lived in.
I was watching, I'm watching Game of Thrones again, and I am the mother of dragons with these cats.
Nice.
I
like it.
a Targaryen.
Well, don't order Domino's.
No, never.
No,
again.
and you know what? And I'm not blaming the company. I'm not blaming the company. So yeah, and the Ring doorbell, it shows the driver taking the cat. And the driver's like, nah, it wasn't me.
God, come on,
I don't know where your
drivers.
cat is.
Come on, drivers. Every time you go to work, you're making movies. You know that. Like, you're making movies all up and down the block, everywhere you go.
Here is the cat owner talking about Pinto. There we go.
She petted him, and then a few minutes go by, and he's in the car with her, and they're driving off. They were delivering pizza to my neighbor across the street. It happens. People lose their pets, but it's nice if someone, return them or knock to ask if it belonged to you. And the driver tells me, "You're accusing me of this, and I didn't do it." And I was like, "Well, I have video."
Doesn't she sound a bit calm for just having her cat stolen?
Right. Maybe she's emotional.
Deep breaths, man. Deep breaths.
Oh, God, I'd be a wreck. I'm like, I'm coming for you. I'm going to find you.
I'm going to cut you.
I'm going to cut you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they know who it is, right?
Yeah, but the cop, here's what the cops say. They're like, it's a civil matter.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's going to get uncivil here in about 3.
Huh.
Cops like, we got bigger fish to fry.
Sure.
Figure this cat thing out.
Know that you did. And she just basically says, "It wasn't me."
Yep. Wasn't me.
It was you. I feel like you could
Wasn't
put,
me. All right, Shaggy.
You could put
Wasn't
this
me.
audio with me, like you're gonna see a video of me feeding my alleged neighbor's cat, and this is the audio underneath it.
This would be me on the news. Coming for you?
Yeah.
You best prepare.
Yeah.
You best prepare.
Get ready.
You better give me
I'm
cat
coming for you.
back because I'm pissed.
Kevin on the chat says that stealing an animal or a pet in Missouri is a felony.
Good.
Well, maybe it's a state-by-state thting because...
I mean,
right.
don't be stealing animals. Haven't you seen Yellowstone? Goodness gracious.
Cats and dogs, pets are considered property. I don't know. I guess in different states, it's different rules.
Interesting.
But the cops like, figure it out.
Never forgot that. Freaked me out, too, because now I thought, well, now my dog's going to get stolen. But nobody would play with my dog.
Okay, so you had this cat wandering into your yard.
Yeah. On my porch. He sleeps on my porch.
And are you calling the cat over, here?
When we were having the windows
Have you named it?
Yeah, I named him Mr. Gray.
All right.
Like Christian Grey from 50 Shades of Grey.
So according to this particular San Diego man, because this is a video that went viral over the weekend, according to this particular San Diego man, you are a cat pervert if you let his cat hang out in your yard.
I guess I'm a cat perv. Great.
So he is furious. This guy from San Diego is furious that his little Mercury, that's his cat,
Aw.
Cool name.
has been spending a lot of time at his neighbor's place and accuses the neighbor of harboring his cat.
You're jealous.
I am kind of, I guess, yeah, I would fall into that category because, I have named him and, I get excited when he comes over. And I pulled out, the big guns because I give my cats these broth bowls every day, keeps them hydrated, and it's, full protein.
Okay.
And so I put one out for him one night, and, man, that cat just, sucked that thing down.
So the owner of Little Mercury has come to confront the neighbor
Yes.
for allowing his cat to be on the neighbor. This whole thing doesn't make sense. So listen, it goes from silly to sillier, this whole conversation.
You're upset because we made friends with your cat, sir?
You're keeping it in your
No,
yard,
I'm not.
and it's our cat.
I'm not even in my yard right now. What am I doing? The gate's open.
You're unreasonable people. You're holding our cat.
How? I'm not even in there. I want you to explain how.
Go in your yard and say, Mercury, go home. Don't come in our yard anymore.
She
They
will
want
not
you
listen.
to...
She's a cat. She doesn't speak English.
Oh, really? This doesn't mean go home?
No.
Huh?
Hand signals don't mean anything. It's a cat, dude.
Really? Okay. Cat pervert.
I've done nothing to bring the...
So now he's just running cat pervert.
Cat pervert.
Cat.
I mean, at some point, halfway through that, you have to realize, wow, I'm dealing with this guy.
What a real Mensa member over here.
Yeah, then you just go, oh, you know
Dude.
what? This is I'm going to roll with this.
Be happy that somebody wants to love on your cat and not kill your cat. That could, you know what
How
I'm
about
saying?
if you loved your cat, you would keep it in your yard?
Exactly, Rizz. Thank you. Here's me. There's 2 cats.
Cat pervert.
That come around. Mr. Gray, who snuggles up on he's in love with Clover, so he comes over to see Clover in the window, and my cats are losing it on the inside. Then there's another sewer cat that I haven't named yet. I guess we'll call him Sewer Cat, who lives in the sewer.
Smelly cat.
Smelly cat. And I'm like, I want to take care of that one too. And
He lives in the sewer?
Yeah, man.
You should name him after a Ninja Turtle.
Which, by the way,
Yeah,
I know
good call.
Shredder. By the way, cats are in the sewer drains all the time because they go down there and they hunt rodents. And they also avoid people. And so it's very common for them to be in the storm drains and stuff.
Bunch of kittens came out of the storm drain over there on the
I remember
at the parking lot. Yeah.
The orange cat in our neighborhood when we were walking ran into the sewer.
It's crazy. They could drown down there.
It's fine.
Man, when you're dealing with a neighbor like that, once you get the tone, don't you just kind of like, oh, okay, you know what? You're right. You're right.
You're right. I'm a cat pervert.
I will tell Mercury to go home.
Yeah.
Cat pervert.
I've done nothing to bring this dude. He's lost it. He's lost it.
We need
You know
cat
what? There's a
pervert on
crime
it.
about you harboring my cat.
What crime is that?
Against the law.
What crime is that?
It's called harboring an animal.
I can understand being angry if my cat was in your yard. You're angry because your cat is in my yard.
You could just send my cat home.
No, I can't. I don't speak cat, dude.
The whole thing is wacky.
This is you're trying to reason with the unreasonable.
Yeah.
You cannot reason with the unreasonable. So you just go,
I mean, this is a guy
you know
probably
what?
in his 50s yelling cat pervert.
Yeah, I'm going to smile and just move on. I have too many minutes burned here.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, that's your cat news.
Thanks. That's good.
Got that covered.
Yeah.
Got that covered for the week. Another incident out at the Coliseum. Somebody writing on the wall.
Get out. Copycats?
No, this is just
It's another idiot.
another idiot.
And they filmed it and posted it.
Another tourist has defaced the Coliseum. This time it's a Swiss girl. Carved her initials into the wall. Remember this happened last month or earlier this month. That was a British guy. So the 17-year-old girl carved the letter N into the wall, and she was on tape. She was filmed by a tour guide, and footage posted on Twitter by an Italian news agency shows this blonde girl using something to carve the letter N before she backs off after she realizes she's being filmed. And the tour guide said, it's the first time I've managed to film an act of vandalism at the Coliseum. But in 6 years of doing this, I've seen it dozens of times. And he said the girl's parents
Are really proud.
are like, she's just a girl.
Maybe this is going to
She's
become
not doing
a
anything
thing.
wrong.
This is going to be a thing where people can just go to the Coliseum now and you can carve your initials in.
Oh, no, because they ain't standing for this, the Italians.
So the fence is probably going to be up when? Later this week?
Well, so the tour guide said he told the girl's parents, and they blew him off with a, quote, gesture of annoyance.
Oh.
She's just a little girl. She wasn't doing anything wrong. 17, that's not a little girl.
No.
The guide said he took the photo of the whole family, notified authorities who wound up picking the family up and then questioned them at police headquarters. The girl could face up to 5 years behind bars and a fine of almost $17,000 for damaging cultural property. The very next day, another 17-year-old, this one from Germany, was caught doing the same thing.
So far, United States of America not carving our initials into it.
Yep,
Look
or
at
at
us
least,
go.
at least
I love
being
how we're
caught.
always like, it wasn't us.
That's great.
It wasn't
That's
us.
great. That's great. So it was a British idiot, a Swiss idiot, and a German idiot.
They walk into the bar.
Two 17-year-olds and
They walk into Rome.
a 30-something caught carving their initials into the Coliseum. Yes, they're not messing around. Now, I don't think this girl's going to get 5 years, nor does she deserve 5 years in prison.
She's a minor, right?
Listen, I don't know. Maybe 17 out there is you're charged an adult. I don't know. But is 5 years too much? Probably.
Yeah.
But a little fine. I'll get you thinking.
A little fine.
17 grand, that's a big fine.
Yeah. I'm going to say that's a big one.
But I'm sure they're not going to throw the book at her. I'm sure she's not going to get a $17,000 fine.
I mean, should it be money? I mean, what if it's, you just set a standard. It's always 20 grand. It's 20 grand.
20 grand,
You
though.
want to deface this?
20 grand.
Well, no, because then you'll have rich kids coming in going, that ain't nothing. I'm going to do it on purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what they should do? They should have an area that's like a pretend Coliseum where you can draw on it, like you're allowed to.
Right.
Like you're
Right,
allowed,
yeah.
like you're like, hey, you need to write on something. Okay, this is the area.
Yeah, it's weird. If you don't have jail time as a deterrent, you're going to have some YouTuber that makes a ton of money to be like, hey, let's deface the Coliseum
Yeah.
for a video. It'll go viral because I'll get arrested, but it's only going to cost us $25,000.
What makes us want to carve our initials into something? What makes us want to
I don't get that.
spray
Yeah.
paint
I don't
something?
get it.
I don't know. You were
We asked Lern, and she was the.
you were somebody that did that.
Yeah, but I did that on like back roads of Illinois, not on.
But what
Structures
made you?
that are
I mean, I guess it's,
Right, yeah,
you know,
of course
leaving
not.
your mark. I
Well,
guess that's a
Like,
thing.
for instance, Miles Cemetery out on Bluff Road in Monroe County. Beautiful mausoleum that had been robbed a long time ago, and people would go in there and spray graffiti. It's been cleaned out since then. But when I was in high school, I used to go up there and smoke weed, okay? It's on the edge of a cliff. It's gorgeous up there. I would never, because that is such a sacred space, ever have spray painted my name in that. Like I have a line of respect for where my graffiti went when I was an idiot in high school, and it was like under
there
bridges.
was a line you wouldn't cross.
There was a line I wouldn't cross.
I guess the old leaving your mark thing has been something forever.
Well, yeah, but that's we weren't worried about you being a bad kid or how
it
bad
was
you
still
were.
bad.
Well,
I
I'm
mean,
not- that wasn't our question. Our question is like, what is the draw? 'Cause, like I've never
boredom. It was boredom for me. And also back in those days, social media didn't exist. So it wasn't like you could leave your, I had journals to leave my mark on my life. But as far as outwardly putting your mark on something, you're just like a bored Midwest kid. And so you're like, I'm going to make a heart and say, I love Justin or whatever.
I know in cities, in cities, you would tag something because
Right.
that was, a gang thing. And when you saw the tag that this is somebody's neighborhood.
It's also
It wasn't so much like, I'm defacing something to deface something.
Yeah, it's like
I'm defacing
territory.
something.
Claiming territory.
Territory
stuff.
Well,
yeah, I get that. I get the practical senses of the territorial things and all that. But when you were talking about, putting your initials or something, I remember in Scouts or something, when I was a little kid, somebody was carving something on a tree, and I remember how big of a deal that was because I was like, first of all, that makes no sense. But I also didn't get the draw of why Kevin would want to put his initials on a tree. Explain.
Well, let me say this. Have you ever slapped your band sticker on a sign or something?
Yeah, but I'm trying to sell something.
No, but,
you know what I'm saying?
But that's
Like,
the same thing. Like, I mean, for me, I was at Foundation Grounds or whatever it's called now in Maplewood, getting coffee with a buddy the other day, and they have this pole full of stickers in there.
Right.
And I asked the lady before I did this, I go, because that's one of my favorite places to get coffee. I go, can I put my Lern head sticker on this pole? And she was like, absolutely.
Yeah,
so I slapped
that's cool as heck.
Yeah, and so it's like leaving your mark on a place that you would go to, or like my buddies in the band, our Lane Narrow stickers. When they went, my mom put a sticker up in Destin, Florida the other day. She slapped a Lane Narrow sticker on some sticker pole down there. It's like leaving your mark.
Yeah, but when you see a beautiful, freshly painted wall, and you go, man, I just want to draw on that.
Right. But that's different because what you said, like you put your face up there, so that's your face, that's your brand. You put your Lane Narrows, that's like a thing that people can understand. There's something that's directing them to something.
Right.
When Jimmy puts his initials in a tree and I stumble upon it, like, JD, like what the hell's that? There's no attachment to it. Now he's done nothing but deface something.
Yeah, it's a good question, I guess. Like, I mean,
What's the psychological thing behind that?
Right. And I'm not talking about you in particular. We're just asking because
you see graffiti all over the
it's
place.
legitimately been a question for me for like 30-something years. Like,
The biggest question I have when it comes to graffiti is when you're driving under an overpass and you see graffiti in places where you go, how the hell do they get there?
Dude,
Oh, man.
I think that
How
all
do
the
they
time.
get up there without anybody noticing?
there's underground documentaries, probably on YouTube, where you can see the feats of how these graffiti writers get up on the signs. I mean, it's insane, especially when they're doing it on trains.
Dude.
And how they got to dodge the feds, but also that thing's going to start up and go. And they are going as fast as they can.
That's amazing.
Where in between where the foundry is and the armory, that little stretch of 64, where there are overpasses where you're going on to Market Street, and there are some graffiti in places that did Spider-Man do this?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. And how would you get up there and do that without anybody noticing you.
Yeah,
Like, you need a ladder.
I always think that, and there's no way that they had a ladder or a boom or any of that kind of stuff. So are they standing on the highway during no traffic times and doing it upside down over the edge? Like, it makes no sense, and almost makes me think that is part of the, you get extra points for putting it in really difficult places.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about the culture. I think it's a fascinating culture.
Yeah.
And but every time I see that kind of stuff, I'm always blown away going, what? How many points did you get for that?
I like seeing, there's certain names like, I think one of the graffiti writers that is pretty prominent in St. Louis, I believe I think it's a guy, LD. You'll see a lot of LDs around. And so there are tags, other names. LD essentially was putting his mark on different parts of, I don't know if it was gang related.
It's Larry David.
It's Larry David. And he's put his mark on things. And then you'd see these other prominent taggers come up and like cross over LD with whatever their tag was. And like, to me, after I started realizing like, oh, this is like a culture, like this is a war of art, like where they're going, no, I don't want that tag to be up there anymore. And then they blend it into what they do. Like you'll see that kind of, if you start paying attention to the graffiti in St. Louis, that it evolves and you'll start seeing these different taggers take over other taggers. I mean, it's a real territorial.
Yeah, and some of the stuff is really cool.
Right.
But that's drastically different than kids putting their initials.
Absolutely.
And
carving.
I don't see these two as the same.
Yeah, I've always wanted to know how
they
they got up on those weird places.
It's crazy. I think I know what you're talking about too. Where the old like giant AB sign was, kind of like about a block down.
A little east of that.
Yeah, a block down where the highway's kind of bare and facing the train tracks.
Yeah, you know where I'm talking about. It's a dark area. There's all the overpasses.
Right. It gets you're almost in a tunnel, but you're not.
If you're going east on 6440 and you bear off to get onto Market Street right by the Chaffetz.
Right.
Like going to the Fox or something.
Yeah, some wild spots.
Listen, just look at old pictures of New York City subways. I mean, it's been cleaned up a lot.
Yeah.
But the old subway cars were, I mean, from front to back, inside and out.
I've always loved
everywhere.
it, though. I'm sure older generations are probably like, oh my God, these young people are trashing our cities. I can understand that. But for me, growing up in a Southern Illinois town, like coming to St. Louis and seeing graffiti anywhere, you're in a city. And I don't know, it just like added to the vibe of it. So I've never minded it.
It says LD is a crew, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, the Larry David crew.
And
the Larry David crew.
It stands for low down. That's what somebody says in this thing. By the way, when you're talking about that, you know you're in a city because of the art and the graffiti being a part of that. There's no city that explains that better than Melbourne, Australia.
Oh, really?
Dude, it is like Gotham City, but awesome. Like Gotham City, you see that it's just like this weird rundown kind of like
dark. Everything's wet.
Dark, yeah. Like imagine like all the graffiti parts and the artistic parts without any of the dirt. Without any of the grime. It is like really, really cool.
Are there never
very artistic?
Are there never not puddles on the street in Gotham City? There's always puddles everywhere.
Right. Yeah, Melbourne is Gotham City without the puddles.
Man, it must be raining all the time. Never dries up. No, another thing that we in the city have to hang our hat on is being terrible drivers.
Oh.
Terrible drivers, because we made a list, guys. We made a list. Yesterday we had a good list. We were on a great list. In fact, it was the list of safest cities in America.
Baldwin, Missouri.
Baldwin, Missouri. Congratulations, in Edwardsville.
That's right.
Out of the top 100 safest cities, I think Baldwin was in the 50s and Edwardsville was in the 30s. Congratulations. Good for you. St. Louis, though, not a good showing in the list of cities that have the worst drivers.
Oh, no.
So if you ask somebody what state has the worst drivers, the answer would be easy. It's the state they're driving in right now. Right? If you ask anybody.
Yeah.
You could be in Colorado and you would ask somebody in Colorado, what is the state with the worst drivers? They go, Colorado. But there is a more scientific answer. So Consumer Affairs analyzed data from the Department of Transportation and the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration, and then they ranked cities based on 4 factors. Crash fatalities per 100,000 people, the number of fatalities due to bad driving, DUIs, and speeding.
Okay.
Okay, to even break that down, like what is bad driving? Like, what is bad driving to them? Bad driving is aggressive driving. It's careless driving. It's driving the wrong way on a one-way traffic road. It's failure to yield the right of way. It's following it properly. It's making improper or erratic lane changes.
Man, I'll tell you what, too.
It's operator inexperience. It's passing where prohibited.
As somebody that's driven in multiple countries and every single place in this country, including Alaska and Hawaii, there are different styles. And those styles don't make for better or worse drivers necessarily, but those styles are also equally styled differently with law enforcement. So like in Texas, it feels like everybody's just faster, but it's just kind of general. In New York, you know that the people don't use mirrors. It's much more like Asia, where you're just going and you're paying attention in front of you so you don't hit somebody, and you're kind of cutting people off. But you do that kind of stuff here, you're going to get pulled over. You do that stuff there, you're not, because that's the style that works.
In New York City, if you see somebody driving properly, they'll pull you over thinking something's wrong.
Right. So you know what I'm saying?
So this guy must be drunk. He's driving the right way.
Right.
He's using his blinker. Lock him up.
Yeah, he's using his blinker. He's making proper lane changes.
So if the driving offenses and the law enforcement has to do with this kind of thing, you got to remember to take into account the different styles, because it's a very, very different. It's a huge country, and everybody kind of has their own vibe. Here, we're not watching out for anybody else. We're watching out for the construction that's inevitably around the corner.
So again, they rank the cities based on crash fatalities per 100,000 people, the number of fatalities due to bad driving, DUIs, and speeding. So, in the end, the state with the worst drivers. Congratulations.
Give us some hints.
I will say this particular state has 4 cities in the top 20. It's not Missouri, but it is a neighbor.
Tennessee.
Congratulations, Tennessee.
Wow.
You, as a state, suck at driving. You're terrible.
Is it the red roads? Think that has to do with it?
So as far as the 4 cities in the top 20 in Tennessee, Memphis, Knoxville, Clarksville, and Chattanooga.
Clarksville, really? Wow.
Clarksville, Knoxville, Memphis, Chattanooga.
I've driven through Tennessee. I mean, it wasn't anything to write home about. It wasn't bad or good. It was just normal.
Did you like the red highways? For some reason, it makes me feel like it's smoother and I'm going faster. Is that weird?
I didn't even really.
Oh, the concrete
notice.
changes.
Where in Tennessee?
Does it really?
Never been.
Yeah, I'll do the highway. The color of the highway changes as soon as you cross the border. I mean, you go into Alabama or Missouri or anything, and if it's not a bridge, and there's just a land divider land, it'll say like "Welcome to Tennessee," and all of a sudden,
Oh, yeah.
red highway.
All right.
It's completely different.
Okay, so the 10 cities with the worst drivers. Okay, we are in the top 10. Congratulations.
Congratulations
Nice.
to us.
Congratulations. Number 10, Rockford, Illinois.
Ooh.
Again, these are the cities with the worst drivers, statistically speaking. Hesperia, California. I don't know where that is.
Me neither.
Victorville, California. Detroit. Cleveland. And now we're in the top 5, guys. Now we are in the top 5. Still haven't said St. Louis yet.
Right.
No.
Congratulations.
Oh.
St. Louis, number 5.
Oh my goodness.
Fifth worst city for driving.
Oh man, wild.
You know, I shouldn't say it. I said that wrong. The city with the 5th worst drivers.
Hey, have you noticed? I was talking about different styles throughout the country. Have you noticed different styles of driving per highway in this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude. 70, 40, 44. Totally different driving styles. All 3 of them.
Mad Max Fury Road is Highway 70.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it really is. It's
Well,
we're
and
running
there's
from
a
something.
certain stretch
Yes.
from downtown to maybe out into St. Charles County.
Oh, not even that
Oh,
far.
I'm not talking about
you get
that.
You get to that like ABB building or whatever. Well, do you know what I'm
Yeah,
talking
that's
about?
out in Earth City, right?
Right, but if you go from the Dome to no, not Earth City. ABB is like Lucas and Hunt, like
Oh, okay.
probably something right around.
Yeah,
right
yeah,
around. You go from the Dome to there, and it's like everybody's running from something.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
you're
just
running away from downtown.
Downtown to Lambert, and even like trying to get back to 270. Like I would say, like that stretch of 70 from downtown to 270
From the arch to 270
is Mad Max Fury Road. There's construction. There's drive-bys. There's road rage. There's people not knowing what the hell's going on. People are swerving. And you just got to accommodate. You have to just become crazy too. Like that's where my craziest driving comes out is on Highway 70.
And it's like it's equal opportunity crazy too, because you'll see like junker cars doing crazy things, and you'll see like
Lambos.
$150,000 cars doing crazy things. It's crazy people.
What's the stretch of road that nobody will let you move, like merge or move over?
That's 44 for me. I hate Highway 44. Hate it. Would love to never have to take it ever again, have to take it all the time. 44 to me is a death trap. And like the whole thing, like whether you're downtown by Jefferson or you're out here by, Antire Road, it's a death trap.
That for me is 40 east between 270 and 170.
Really?
Certain hours.
44 for me is like everybody's on autopilot. So as long as you're careful, everybody's going reasonable speeds, but it feels like if you surprise them with something, they're going to go right through you because they're not paying attention. So it's like 44
it's
autopiloters.
Like everybody just be cool. Be cool.
Right. 55 is people that don't want to be there at all.
Nobody wants to be on 55 ever. If you could, I don't know when the last time I took Highway 55, to be completely honest, because I never want to take it.
Oh, I'm on 55 all the time, and I swear no one wants to be there. So they're just kind of like they're not aggro, but they're just agitated enough where if you upset them, you're worried.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, don't upset anybody. It's one of those like, just don't look at anybody, and everything's going to be
south
cool.
You get,
everything's going to be cool.
The
Just don't
farther
look at
south
anybody.
you go, road rage could go a certain way.
Yeah, but once you get once you get past 270 when you're on 55, then it can be a speedway.
You
exactly. Got to know your lane.
You got to know your lane, and you can go as fast as you need to.
Right. Yeah. So it's like the fast lane is for people that are not stopping until they hit the coast.
Right.
And they're upset that they're 14 hours from.
Well, to put a capper on this though, so the worst drivers are in Memphis, then Baton Rouge, and Albuquerque and Macon, Georgia, and then St. Louis. Now, they did say St. Louis had a lower rate of fatal crashes caused by bad driving than the four cities above them, but it's still well above the national average. Over one-third of fatal crashes in St. Louis are linked to speeding, more than Memphis, more than Baton Rouge, more than Macon, and almost as much as Albuquerque. The percentage of fatal crashes involving drivers with a positive blood alcohol content also stands out. At 32.39%, that figure is the highest among the cities in the top 5 on the list. Other cities in Missouri that also rank in the top 60 for worst drivers: Independence at 15th, Kansas City 34th, and Springfield at 58th.
Oh man, we if we're going to talk about highways, we have to honorable mention 170 because 170 is not that long. So. And that's two different personalities. 170 has split personality. You go from 40 to about Vanita Park, which is what, like well, maybe it's just past Page. And people, it's almost like, what are you doing? Because people are going kind of slow and it's weirdly slow, and they don't know exactly where they're getting off or something. You're like, you're 170. Clearly, you know where you're at. So there's like this weird slow motion kind of thing happening between 40 and Vanita Park. Once you pass Page and go up north. We're running from something again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's crazy speeds.
And then when you get to the end, if you're coming south in the Brentwood area and it kind of splits off.
Oh, I was thinking about going north.
You go west or you go
you're like,
east.
What kind of day do you want to have? Is that split?
And then you got the people that don't know what the hell they're doing.
Right. That's what I mean.
And the lanes are all weird.
You're on 170.
I'm on the flyover going down to west, and I don't know where I'm going.
Where was I the other day?
What
and
is
it got
that?
real confusing where I thought, oh my God, people have to be dying left and right on this thing. Because I seriously and I was paying attention. I was doing all the right things, at least I thought. And I thought to myself, because it was one of those, God, where was I? Because I know you've been there. It was like one where you got to kind of go to the right and people are kind of oh, I know where it was. Freaking Gravois. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Gravois and where?
Jefferson. You get, so 44 to Jefferson, you go south on Jefferson, and then you're going to hit Gravois. And that is a monstrosity
it gets weird.
of an intersection.
Because
you can't turn left.
And there's all
Where's
these strange angles, and
It's
you're like,
kinda
oh,
South
God,
City.
which light is mine?
Yes, you don't know which. You can't turn left. You have to go right to go left. It's in a real rundown area, so you're already like on high alert. And it's kind of by Cherokee Street, like down there. Like if you're on Jefferson going south.
Yeah, and it's weird because there's like enough of it that's gridded and enough of it that's not, that it blends in and you start to lose yourself.
Yeah.
You would have a tough time in New Jersey.
Oh, I know I would.
Because in New Jersey, if you're on a major roadway in New Jersey,
Yeah.
you can't turn left anywhere. There's what they call jug handles, where you have to turn right, where you have to go like right to then go left.
Okay, no, I don't want to be jug handled in Jersey.
Nah.
Oh, you're getting.
And there's our
jug-handled.
podcast title
There
for
it is.
today.
You're getting
Thank you.
jug handled.
I am free jug only.
All right, before we hit the Team Rizz member of the day, not physically, but we tell you who it is. So does anybody use their notes on
All the time.
Absolutely.
All the time.
on your iPhone?
Password protected. Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. So I keep a running list of
People you want to murder? What is it?
No, just observations.
Oh, okay.
And I like to gather them up, and then every once in a while, I get between 8 and 10 of them. Just tell you what, these are just random thoughts that I'd be wherever,
Okay.
and just stupid things in my head.
Yes.
Some may be controversial to other people, others may agree, but these are just my thoughts. Okay, I'll just say, there I said it. There I said it. Finally letting out a big sneeze that's been building up can rival an orgasm. There I said it.
Okay. Yeah.
I really do love sneezing.
I had what brought this to mind was I had a great sneeze the other day. And it was just so satisfying that I wanted to smoke a cigarette after.
And
then go take a nap.
Right.
This was a thought on Saturday when I did some day drinking.
Okay.
I think day drinking should be normalized. Who the hell wants to go out at 8 o'clock, stay up drinking until 3 a.m., start at 12, okay? Start at 12, be poop-faced by 7, hit up a fast food joint, in the sack by 8.
Yeah, man.
You need to live in England, man.
And then you've not
Scotland.
wasted the entire
Yeah.
following day. You sleep it off.
Dude, England, Friday, 3 o'clock. Go in any park. People are in ties and work attire because they're done with the week. They're done with the work week. They all meet for, by the pub. But their pub has a small bar kind of outside because you get your drink and you kind of walk outside and you use that little table kind of shelf top, almost like a little garden top type thing. And you put your pints there and you have a few, hang out with everybody, and you go home. You're in bed by 9.
Yeah.
That's how
I
the
think
English
that's
do it.
great.
Yeah, they've got a few thousand
This
years
whole
on the
going out at
practice.
8, I'm drinking till 3.
Yeah. I'm all about the matinee concert too. Who was that brought that up not too long ago?
Moon's doing a matinee concert
brother.
for the Disney.
I think that's great.
We're
The
doing-
punk Disney thing.
Yeah, I think we're going to do matinees for the rest of our lives.
So this past weekend I was did day drinking and went to the soccer game.
Yes.
The weekend before it was a late session.
Right.
Didn't get home till 1.
And you feel like crap.
Then I felt like crap the next day and had a function as a father.
Sorry for your
Sunday I was great
Yeah.
because I got the drinking done early.
But there is an energy that comes with darkness.
I don't like it.
For me.
I don't like it.
Okay.
By the way, I just found out, and you may want to correct me on this, but I think I just found out that Nutella is pronounced, we've been saying it wrong the whole time.
Oh, great.
Nutella?
Nutella.
No, I thought we got into this.
We say Nutella here in America, okay? But it's Nutella. Dummies, it's made from nuts.
Okay, that was the argument,
Nutella.
and we went over that years and years ago. Old studio, I remember this argument because we all said, oh yeah, this got to make sense. It's Nutella.
It's
We're
nuts.
idiots. And then somebody came out from the brand and said, no, we pronounce it Nutella.
I don't know, but
It makes
somebody
sense.
brought it up, and I was holding the jar. Mm-hmm. I don't. We're idiots. It's made from nuts.
Yeah.
And it's
I know.
Nutella.
I know. This is a
It's
different
made
gift.
of nuts.
Nah, I know.
And why are we calling it Nutella?
I don't, because we're pervs in this country. Nutella sounds like something else.
But it's made of nuts. Okay, that was just a little thing I wrote down.
All right.
But it's made of nuts.
People who shorten their name from Christopher to Topher
no.
are attention-seeking douchebags.
What? Topher Grace, how dare you? He's America's sweetheart.
Topher Grace's name is Christopher?
I don't know. Let me look. Is it?
I don't know. That would, I mean, I don't know why, but I feel it would change my...
I saw the name Topher on like a roster.
He is a Christopher.
Get on out of here.
And I go, this is a Christopher. This is a douchebag.
I'm going to need a minute to adjust.
I automatically don't like you.
Topher Grace is a douchebag?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't think so.
An attention-seeking douchebag.
Well, he is attention-seeking. He's an actor.
Get it right.
Topher, yeah. I mean, I don't like that. Just be
Nobody
Chris.
shortens Steven to Finn or David to Vid.
Vid.
You're being ridiculous.
That's cute. Also, Chris is like the ultimate hot guy name. So, like, if your name is Christopher and you're going Topher, that's a mistake.
Okay, here's another
Christopher is the ultimate hot guy name?
Chris is the ultimate hot guy.
Man,
I've known so many hot Chris's.
Yeah, I was going to say, you must have had a difficult 90s.
I don't want to get in the weeds on this.
Hot people everywhere.
I don't want to get weeds. This is I said it. If you shorten Christopher to Topher, you're an attention-seeking douchebag. Sorry. These are just my thoughts.
Hey.
Ladies.
What?
Or before I say it, does your shower head have more than one setting?
Hell yeah.
Then you're using it to Jill.
No, I'm not.
Everybody sees it.
That's the bath.
Ladies, if your shower head has more than one setting, you are using it to Jill.
How do we get our vaginas up to the shower head is my question.
Well, a detachable one.
Yeah.
No, I don't like a detachable
He's probably
shower
got
head.
7 shower heads in his
I don't.
shower.
I have one. I would love to have more than one.
And why is that?
To Jill.
To Jill.
No, that's not how that works.
No, I'd love to have the rain one. Yeah.
So you can make music videos. You just pull the chain.
No, I'm telling you, if your shower head, your detachable shower head, has more than one setting, you are using it to Jill, ladies. There, I said it.
I guess it's written
Everybody
down,
knows
so I can't argue.
Hey, you're going to have difficulty on Friday if you're into all these Christophers and stuff, because Chris Kattan coming in.
That's right.
Friday.
Why didn't he call himself Topher Kattan? That'd be...
That's your first question for
my
the
question.
interview.
Okay, and one final thing. I get just unbelievable amounts of joy seeing ugly but wealthy men marry beautiful young women only to have their kids come out looking like the ugly dad.
Mm.
Yeah. Happens.
Yeah, but isn't it like if you're ugly as a kid, you'll be super hot as an adult and vice versa?
Again, I said it. I get great enjoyment seeing ugly but wealthy men marry beautiful young women only to have the kids come out looking just like the ugly dad.
What does this say about you?
It's just wonderful. Yes, you know what it says? I'm bitter. I'm jealous. But these hideous-looking kids make me feel better.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. But I just love it.
I get really uncomfortable when there's like a really, really ugly kid. Because I do.
You guys are ate up.
Well, no. We're just honest because like I'm sick of this whole like I mean, listen, like
not every kid is good looking.
Well, no, not every person is good looking.
My kids are incredibly good looking now.
Exquisite to children.
My kids are incredibly good looking now. But will I be honest? Yes, I will. Not all of them were beautiful babies. Like I mean, they were to me.
Yeah.
But I was willing to take myself out of it for a second, zoom out, and be like, yeah, you're not going to win a Gerber Award or anything right here.
One of my kids looked like a hairy chimpanzee when they were born.
Okay.
But they're incredible looking people now. Thank goodness. I have admitted this before, so this is not news to some. I had to stop following a good friend of mine because he kept posting pictures of his kids, and his kids were so weird looking. Or this one kid. This kid was so weird looking. It made me uncomfortable. It made me uncomfortable about myself. I was like, I am a terrible person because I don't want to see this kid. And this is the worst. I'm the worst. I'm the worst.
No, you see, I want to be around the ugly kid because it makes me look better.
No, I'm telling you, dude.
In comparison.
He just, I mean, when he had this kid, as he should, he was just posting nothing but this kid. And I had to unfollow him because I just...
that is bizarre.
No, it was not bizarre. I could not handle the thoughts that I would have. And I was like, I'm a terrible person. I need to get out of this. How do I do this? Unfollow. When the kid's 11, I'm back. But
Yeah.
You
Start
guys
posting
are
picture
ate
when the
up.
kid gets better looking, all right?
You're
I'm the
judging
worst.
babies.
I
You guys
wasn't
are
judging babies. I just
You're
like
unfollowing
my
somebody because
feed-
their baby's not as cute as other babies.
that has nothing to do with it. I'm not comparing.
literally
what you just
said.
I'm saying the kid looked so. Okay, I'm going to say this. The kid looked like somebody else that I knew, like an adult that I really didn't want to see, and I was like, this is a very strange looking. Tiny
Everybody's-
version of this person, and
everybody's
I
judging
can't
babies.
get my mind off
You
of it.
guys, I have a friend who they're two friends, and their baby looks like Vern Troyer, and is it the cutest baby that I've ever seen? No, but do I absolutely love seeing this baby Vern Troyer out? Like, yes. So I mean, like to me,
I love babies.
you
I really do.
unfollowed somebody because of their ugly baby.
One person. It happened once, and I'm ashamed of it. That's why I had to unfollow. I'm ashamed.
Well, it's like that episode of Seinfeld. That's one ugly baby.
Sure.
Dude, it felt at the end. You know what? I think I had watched that episode for like the 5th time in the midst of all this drama for me, internal drama only. And I was like, you know what? I am living a Seinfeld episode, and I'd rather not. Typically, if you find yourself living a Seinfeld episode, you got to get out of it.
You know what? I think we need to remove the expectation that all babies have to be cute.
That's what I'm talking about.
But
Most of them look like catcher's mitts.
Yeah, like I don't go into it being like, oh, all babies are precious. Like that's never something that I've
There
ever
are some
been.
people that do, and if you do it all the time, you're lying.
Right. No, I'm like that with like baby animals. All baby animals are cute, straight up. Baby humans, not always cute. And I don't have that expectation in my heart. So I go, this is just a baby that's here. And so I don't need to unfollow though. Like
this was an exceptional case.
I'm not trying to double down on
And
your
most of the
shame.
time-
I like your
hopefully-
honesty.
Yeah, I hate this
Hopefully,
about
little
myself.
baby Vern Troyer will grow into
Oh, this baby will be gorgeous,
gorgeous.
like their mother.
Yes.
Yes.
Gorgeous.
I hate this about myself. And every once in a while I check just to see,
Hey man, your feelings
are we
valid.
are we back to
You know
band
what?
photos?
We-
Are we
To
back
make
to-
yourself
hearing
are we
you.
back
to
to
make
this?
yourself feel better, just say this. There, I said it.
There,
There.
I said it.
I said it.
There you go. You feel better.
No, I don't. I'm
Somebody
ashamed.
wants me to look up a baby fox. Not cute. Okay, you know what? I'm going to look it up. Baby fox.
Maybe this
Adorable.
kid-
What are
maybe-
you talking about? What are you talking about? Look up a baby fox.
Look,
We-
let me
we
see
are
a
on
picture
this-
of a baby fox.
We are on the same page.
This thing is damn adorable and a half is what this baby fox
baby
is.
fox. What is a baby fox called?
A baby fox. Let me see.
Oh my
A kit.
gosh! What the heck? That's the
What?
cutest. That's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Little dog cat. What are you talking about?
Look at that guy.
Who said that baby foxes are ugly?
They're playing around.
Brianna.
Are they out of there?
Brianna,
They
you're
must
out
be
of your
lying.
damn
They're
mind.
trolling.
Playing around.
God,
Hey,
that's the cutest thing ever.
I
Cutest
feel-
thing I've ever seen.
I will give, somebody says baby horses have alien feet. Yes, they do. But we're not going to count that against them because they are adorable.
I feel better that I confess this to you guys. But like,
Well, good.
are you upset with me? You guys.
Are you kidding me?
It's heavy. It's heavy on my heart. It's heavy.
Steven says, I remember I met Moon when my now 5-year-old daughter was a baby. He looked uncomfortable looking at her. I now know
Wrong.
why.
Wrong.
Look at this. Look at
Everybody's
this.
going back in the memory
Wrong.
No
banks.
more
All right.
kissing babies for
We
you.
got to take a break. We got to take a break.
This happened once. Exceptional
It
case.
was Steven, wasn't it? That
I
you
promise it
unfollowed?
wasn't you. No.
All right, today's Team Rizz Remember That is brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, proud sponsor Team Rizz. Visit hotshotsnet.com/Team Rizz. From St. Louis, Mike Landis is our Team Rizz Remember That. Mike is a longtime Rizz evangelist and is forever grateful for the Rizz gang getting his work days off to a good start. Mike was an avid listener of the show while in the Navy and listened on a submarine. By the way, we are number one with people in submarines.
Yes.
We
The last Nielsen book came out and said we are number one in submarines.
we really connect underwater.
Mike loves all the different personalities on the show and loves, even on his worst mornings, we could always make him laugh.
That's nice.
So Mike Landis from St. Louis is our Team Rizz Remember the Day. Gets a super sweet Team Rizz Remember the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, we're going to take our first break of the morning. We'll come back with some news. News on the Powerball. Was there a winner last night? And let's not forget about the Mega Millions. Also, California woman dead after being run over by a lawnmower.
Oh my gosh.
Brutal. Brutal.
You know, I might go follow that guy. If you're in a band and you had an ugly kid a while ago, and I suddenly followed you today.
And I'll let you know how scammers are tricking people into robbing banks. You know this goes on for 45 minutes?
I can see that.
All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizzShow1057thepoint.com. Also send us your instant feedback through the 1057 The Point mobile app. Boy, the joys of being a parent. And Moon, I'm sure you can relate to this, or any parent could relate to this. My wife's at some business conference, so she's not home. She's not going to be home till tonight. So my in-laws are in town to help with the child rearing. They're sleeping in the basement, so we have a guest room in the basement. So on the upper floor, it's just myself and the kids and the dogs. But at midnight this morning, I'm in a dead sleep. The door's kicked open, and all you see is a little silhouette of an 11-year-old. Dad?
Oh, no.
I think I'm going to throw up. Oh no.
Poor thing.
No.
When does that stop? When kids stop telling you like they're going to vomit and they just go and do it in peace?
Oh, I call my mom every time.
Yeah, I don't know. It's different kid to kid. I would say probably 16, 17.
Really?
I mean, yeah, because even if you're 15 or 16, you're
Still scary.
Yeah, I mean, you're not 100% sure if you're going to need help or not.
It was the kicking open of the door.
Kool-Aid man.
We all have our doors closed, so the door swings open, and the
you,
silhouette
and Rizz screams, "I'm armed to the teeth!"
And the silhouette, just the outside light, just the backlit her.
Yeah.
And there's a little 11-year-old in a nightgown.
Yeah.
Dad, I'm gonna throw up. Oh God, don't do it on the floor. And you run out of bed.
Yeah. What do? You get up immediately? Like, what's the drill for you? You're talking to her from the bed. You get up and you like.
No, I got up. Walk her to the bathroom. Walk her to the bathroom. All right, I'm going back.
You all good here?
Going back to bed, and then then you're.
Here's the bathroom.
It was a false alarm, and then she crawls into bed with me.
Aww.
And then I'm laying awake the entire time going, oh, just don't throw up here. I went and got a bucket and towels. Yeah. And you know the move.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, if you're going to throw up, make sure you throw up off the side of the bed.
Right. Don't throw up on Dad.
Please don't get the sheets.
Don't get the sheets, the duvet, just off the side of the bed.
Right.
Like, I'm going to put this bowl here. Just try to hit the bowl. Like, damn it, where's your mother?
Of all days.
Of all days.
I know you said that under your breath.
And she gets up again. I got to throw up again. Go in the bathroom. False alarm. Back into bed.
That's cute. Like, because we only know you at work and as friends. So, like, to imagine, like, I'm imagining Scott Rizzuto in the midnight panic vom daughter dad
in
mode. And it's really,
briefs.
oh, geez. It's like, it's fun to think of you that way as like a comforting dad because you are to your kids.
In boxer briefs, petting her head, going, all right, she's shivering. Oh, God, now I'm thinking, don't get me sick.
Right. Right. Like backing away.
Back to being selfish. That's right.
Have you ever had the kid come up to the bed and say, I think I'm going to throw up? And you're not sure if they're going to throw up right there on you. I almost had a kid throw up on me. I think he made it to about halfway between my bed and the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
But I remember him saying it and going, oh, and I was like, oh, my gosh. No.
You're like holding the mouth.
We've had it in the, we've had it in the hallway where the kid tries to make it to our room. Like, there's a bathroom. You could have gone to the bathroom.
Right.
And done it there. Then you hear the retching and then the splash.
Oh,
yeah.
Like on the floor. And you go,
Hey, if your wife is there, who's the go-to? Because I'm the go-to.
She's the go-to.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. I'm the go-to, even if I'm waking up at 3. It's Dad. My dad still tells stories, by the way. When I used to wake him up, he said he would always be sound asleep, and then he would have a dream that there was a snake right by his ear, because I would always say, Dad.
Oh, you would go to your dad?
Yeah, and I would always whisper because I didn't want to I didn't want to wake my mom up or whatever, and he would always go. I'm sure he's fine telling the story, but he would always be sound asleep. And I go, Dad, about third, Dad. He go, oh, He always screamed. It was all I
terrifying.
I knew that was coming, and that's why I was always like trying to like gently bring him out of sleep. But there was no gently coming out of sleep from my father. It was always a
It's terrifying. Like you watch all the horror movies, and like when the little kids come walking in, and it's like dark. I mean, like some possession has happened. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
it's
where my
the way
brain
it's
goes.
the way the light hits the kid. And you're still trying to wake up.
Yeah. He was a deep sleeper, man. I would always scare the hell out of him. He would always, say that in his dream there was a snake about to attack him or something. He was hissing in his ear.
Yeah, and listen, and I'm looking at the clock. I'm like, I got like 2.5 hours left to sleep.
Sucks.
And you try not to get angry because obviously the kid wants to sleep. It's not the kid's fault.
Yeah. Well, you're angry. You're just trying not to take it out on the kid.
Yeah. Damn it, Dad.
Can I say you look nice though for only having whatever kind of sleep you had last night? People are commenting on the instant feedback like Rizz looks so nice today.
Yeah, collared shirt on, huh?
Is that the move? You're like, I didn't get enough sleep.
Hair's
Put a collar
done,
on.
like,
It'll.
This is bedhead.
You look like 8 hours.
This is bedhead. Bedhead, guys.
Wow, I woke up like this.
I just woke up like this.
Wow.
Crazy, huh? No, the last time I wore this collared shirt, so I got a collared shirt on. Should I go? I'm going to go one more
Yeah,
button.
go Poindexter with it.
Let's see what happens here. Changes the whole look.
Oh, God.
I don't like it.
Only no. Do that for news.
Yeah, do it for
should I
news.
do it for news?
Yeah, leave
news
it like
Rizz.
that.
So I wore this shirt. I was at it was an event where you're networking and you're talking to people. So I was talking to this. It was the CEO of a pretty prestigious company in the area, and we had a nice 5 to 10 minute conversation. And at the end, he goes, "Hey, man," he goes, "Just so you know, the collar's up in your back."
Oh,
like so that my collar wasn't fully down.
Right. And you said I meant it that way.
I wanted to leave the event immediately.
It's Parker.
So this guy was talking to me the entire time, and just the back of the collar was sticking up.
Yeah, but you're Parker Lewis can't lose. It's
And then
like
at the
1990.
end, the whole collar wasn't popped; it was just the back. I just wanted
it was
to
very
leave.
Hollister of you.
Let's do some news.
Oh yeah, we gonna do some news.
And your news being sponsored by
Martin Jetco Heating and Air Conditioning, more reliable than your news source.
I can't do this with the fully buttoned.
Somebody said unbutton the whole thing. Can you do like all of the buttons
Oh yeah.
and give the people what they want?
How
Give a
many
little
you got,
dirt.
2 or
A
3?
little of this, yeah. all right.
Little of this.
I wish you had a gold chain
want
on
some
right
of
now.
this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't work either.
No, it doesn't work either. I think the one button's good.
One is respectable. Oh yeah, now I'm looking at you on the camera with the whole thing open, and you went from like looking dressed up to slovenly again.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
The Powerball jackpot rose yet again to an estimated $1 billion after no winning ticket was sold for the last night's drawing. Yep.
Did something for the first time. This was
Like you actually went to go buy a ticket?
No, but Thursday we went out of town briefly, my wife and my son and I, and we were driving back and stopped at a gas station, had to get gas, went inside, go to the bathroom, did something for the first time. I told you this, I've never bought like a lotto ticket before, and I don't even know how to do it. I don't even know what I was saying. I went up there, and I think my son was getting a tea or something like that, and of course they got it right in your face, right here. Eye level says something $87 million or whatever, and I just went, yeah, I don't know how to do it, but how much are those things? And she said $2, and I said, oh, okay, cool, just throw one of those on there. And then she,
Oh, look at you!
printed it
Wow.
out. And I looked at it and I go, wow, I've never done that before.
Are you okay?
I don't think I'll ever do that again. No, but I did
Do a quick pick.
But I did think, well, I'm gonna have to pay off Rizz's house because he promised.
I'm
the
not
same for
asking
me.
anything from you.
I didn't say you asked, but you
don't have
offered to pay my house off.
I
so
will
would
pay your house off,
and
but
I
you
will
don't
pay
have
your.
to.
I will pay
You
your
don't
house.
need to. We don't need to.
Whatever you say.
I don't have to owe you anything.
You would know me.
I'll just a straight up gift. Well, that's nice of you. So the jackpot was $900 million yesterday. Now it's around $1 billion.
God.
This will be the third highest in U.S. history with tomorrow's drawing, and it's going to keep growing until somebody wins. Ticket buyers have a chance to win the $1 billion paid out in yearly increments, or $516.8 million, the lump sum before taxes. So 3 people won $2 million after matching all 5 numbers plus the power play. Arkansas, Georgia, Texas. 5 people won $1 million after matching just all 5 numbers and not the Powerball. Those were sold in Connecticut, Florida, Kentucky, New York, and Pennsylvania. The odds of winning the Powerball are 1 in 292.2 million.
Wow.
Those odds are designed to build bigger prizes and draw more players. The biggest Powerball jackpot ever was $2.04 billion last November. Now, the Mega Millions, that's also up there. So Powerball is different than Mega Millions. These are two different lottery games. Mega Millions, the jackpot is currently $640 million. That pot ranks as one of the largest in Mega Millions history. That drawing is tonight at 10.
What are the chances on that?
I don't know. Powerball's at $1 billion. Mega Millions, $640 million.
I guess I'll go buy one today.
You're not going to do the office pool? You jumped in the office pool. I saw your name on the list.
What? Never.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Is there another Lern that works here?
People get me mixed up all the time. Somebody called me Liv over the weekend at our remote. Nobody knows who the hell I am.
I thought I saw your name on the list.
I want to double check that because it's not me. Unless somebody is acting like me.
You have a...
admirer. They want me to...
An angel investor?
Hey, man, when they win, I'll just say, yeah, I signed up for... I accidentally put my name as Lern.
Maybe not.
Danny Solomon's trying to trick some stuff.
This is horrible. A homeless woman in California was killed on July 8th after being run over by a lawnmower.
I need more details. What?
So, 27-year-old Christine Chavez was lying in tall grass in a park in Modesto when an employee driving a tractor with a pull-behind mower, and I'm imagining it's like one of those brush hogs like I use on the farm.
No way. No way.
With the big mower on the back?
With the big deck mower?
No way.
What?
I mean, it's just I can't imagine. I can't imagine.
Like when you hear it coming for you, like did you have headphones in?
And lying in tall grass, like I mean,
you got ticks.
Is that the move? Was it a? I don't know.
So the employee was driving a tractor with the big pull-behind mower, and she was lying in the grass. He didn't see her. This is a
park.
This is a park in Modesto.
Oh my gosh, this is the nightmare.
The worker did not see her until he noticed a body in the grass he had already made a pass through. So he didn't even hear. Okay, I have mowed at the farm. I've hit a turtle. You can't see him.
Turtle murderer.
That's small and they're camoed. I get it.
But you don't see them.
Yeah.
And
they're too slow.
It happens. Like as you know, and farmers would tell you, you pull those big brush hogs behind you. Mm-hmm. Things are in the grass you don't know.
Yeah, bunny nests.
Bunnies, deer, like fawns. You can't see them, especially if there's tall grass. You could hear it when it gets into the deck.
Is that the worst you hit, Turtle?
It made me feel the worst.
Oh.
Is that the worst you hit?
It made me feel the worst.
Okay.
You didn't feel bad about the bunny family that you murdered, or?
I'll let you leave it wherever you want to leave it.
No,
yeah.
I'm sure. That's the only one I really heard.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was asking.
I'm sure other things have happened. I got the headphones in. I'm listening to Foreigner.
Hey.
What?
Jukebox Hero.
Yeah, Jukebox Hero's on. I'm singing along. But you know, when you hear a turtle shell get up, like, oh my God, what did I hit?
Let this be a lesson. If you hear somebody singing Jukebox Hero, he's coming for you.
Yep.
Tragedy, not only for the woman who was killed, but for the guy who was mowing the grass.
Absolutely.
I mean, obviously, this was not done on purpose. This woman's sister said the cleanup, and this is what makes it even worse, the cleanup was completely botched. She says they left big chunks of her all over the place, just covered up with grass.
Oh, can't be.
And the sister said, we have to go see the place because we wanted some kind of closure and to be right there looking at the ground. Then all of a sudden seeing, and this is the sister's words, chunks of her is horrible. Even when they go and pick up a dog from the streets, they take more time.
Wow.
And the older brother says, we want ordinances to change so it doesn't happen again. Even if they're homeless, they still are people and should be treated the same as any other people.
Oh, so she was unhoused. Wow.
She was sleeping in the grass.
That's awful.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, horrible. We're not allowed to say homeless anymore?
No, I choose to stay unhoused. You can say whatever you want. My husband works with a homeless shelter, so I am more affluent in the
okay.
The common terms.
Yeah, tragedy. That sucks. If scammers would just funnel this kind of creativity into something useful, they'd make the world a better place. But they're still just making it worse and worse. There's a new scam to know about where people are getting tricked into robbing banks.
Okay.
Oh, man, I heard about this.
Now, it starts with a Craigslist ad where the scammer claims they need help with an elderly family member. Job duties include things like housework and grocery shopping and running errands like trips to the bank. Well, last week, a woman in Omaha fell for it and showed up at a bank to withdraw some money for the person who hired her. She gets to the window. The scammer said to put the teller on the phone so they could give them the account info. Then, once the teller was on, they go, "This is a robbery." The teller gave the woman an undisclosed amount of cash, and she left thinking, normal withdrawal. She didn't find out she'd robbed a bank until later. And the same thing happened to another woman in Omaha a couple days after that. She didn't leave with any money, but both times the scammer asked them to go deposit the cash into a Bitcoin ATM. There's also a second part of it where they ask for your bank info so they could pay you for the errand. And then they steal your money instead.
Bummer.
Now, the women aren't facing any charges because they didn't mean to commit a crime. But the scammers will if the cops ever catch them. Police department in Maine posted about the same type of scam the other day, so it's not just happening in one part of the country. It could happen anywhere.
Dang.
Man, that's awful.
Yep. Hey, you guys remember the so-called the dress that broke the internet a couple years ago? 8 years ago.
Is it white or blue?
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Is it white and gold, or is it blue and black?
And blue.
That's right.
The dress that broke the internet. Oh, that was such a big thing. And remember the couple that owned the dress, the woman that owned the dress with the fiance, they were on Ellen and they made the media rounds. Well, update. The groom from that wedding has been charged with attempted murder.
Oh, no.
His name is Keir Johnson, and his mother-in-law was the woman who wore the dress. Keir has been accused of a long period of domestic violence against his wife, the woman he married in 2015. Mostly between April of 2019 and March of last year, Keir allegedly assaulted his wife in multiple ways on multiple occasions, placed her in a headlock, dragged her, stalked her, mentally abused her, strangled her at knife point, threatened to kill her. He denies all that and has pleaded not guilty. The trial is scheduled for next year. Ironically, the dress was once featured in a domestic abuse campaign by the Salvation Army, worn by a woman whose face was battered black and blue. And the tagline read, "Why is it so hard to see black and blue? The only illusion is if you think it was her choice. 1 in 6 women are victims of abuse. Stop abuse against women." Yep, so that's the update on the dress.
Wow.
The dress that broke the internet.
I saw white and gold.
I see light blue and gold.
I see white in a shadow.
I see light blue and black.
Black?
Say what?
Yeah, I see black.
This is black?
Yep.
What? Well, that's just not even an option. That wasn't even an option given.
Huh.
Weird.
Super weird.
Speaking of, weddings and dresses and stuff, imagine having multiple bridezillas gunning for you. So Spring, Texas is a suburb of Houston, and several brides are raging now because the store where they bought their wedding gowns just closed down with no warning. And the name of the place is Princess Bridal. The owner recently added a banner to the top of the website saying they closed and, quote, "sorry for the inconvenience," but several brides were never notified. At least 2 women ordered dresses and put down deposits. Now they're both scrambling to find new dresses and get their money back. And one said she tried calling the place 2 weeks ago. Nobody answered, so she went to the store, found a notice on the door saying the owner hadn't paid the rent. She also notified their Facebook and Instagram pages. They were all taken down. The other bride put down a $1,000 deposit last November, was told her dress would arrive in May. She still has not gotten it. Her fiance did get a response over email the other day after threatening to sue. They said, "Don't worry, the dress is coming," but he has not heard anything since. And the Better Business Bureau told them they could try disputing the charge with their credit card company, but if that doesn't work and the place is filing for bankruptcy, they are probably out of luck. So that sucks.
Dang.
I spent $1,000 on my wedding dress, and I loved it. I still have it, obviously, but I've noticed since I got married in 2014, there's so many options for like less expensive gowns that you can order online that will get to you within a week. So I think these women have a lot more options than people of the past. So hopefully they find something.
Hopefully they're not screwed out of money.
My wife did something really cool. She had one that was like custom made by some gal that she found, I don't even know, Pinterest or something like that, in Europe. And man, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was so cool. And I think all in cost a couple $100.
That's awesome.
Like maybe $500-600.
Did it take like months to get though?
Man, I don't know. I mean, we were only engaged for a couple months, so probably not. I would say a few weeks. Now that I'm thinking about it.
There you go.
But
I
it was
couldn't
awesome.
tell you. I have no idea.
I
know how much my tux was because I was like, man, I'm going to get a custom made one and I'm going to wear it all the time.
Yeah, I've worn it more than he has.
No, that wasn't. That was a different.
Oh, that's a different tux?
No, it wasn't a tux. It was more like a suit, like a custom suit.
Oh, okay.
Nice, pinstripe, blue,
Gorgeous.
sweet looking, gorgeous. Like went to a tailor, and like had them do the whole like measuring arms and all that whole thing.
Right.
Wore it once, can't fit into
That's
it.
nice. Oh, you can't fit into it?
No, I'm
We
way.
got to get down to the wedding.
Way past that.
You know what's
What?
cool? I bought a throwback suit off of Amazon for $90.
For your wedding? Yeah. You
Yep.
guys looked good.
Thanks.
I'm way past.
By the
ever
way,
fitting into
how's
that.
the You Do You 62 go?
I need to reset.
We are terrible. This show, I have fallen off.
I made it 29 days, and I have to reset.
That's pretty good.
I had a bad day where I didn't do a certain activity having to do with the You Do You, and I need to reset.
Okay.
And that's how. Hey, it happens.
That's all right.
We have to be honest with ourselves.
This is a supportive community.
Indeed.
We have to be honest with ourselves. If you don't know what You Do You 62 is, you set your own goals. You have to do them for 62 days. I did not work out one day or have any kind of movement for 45 minutes. I could have said, oh, I just didn't do one thing.
That's not it.
And I'll still mark it off. No, because I'm not honest.
There you go.
And finally, you tell me if this was an overreaction. Ever been stuck behind somebody when a light turns green and they don't move because they're staring at their phone? Mm-hmm. And we've all done it ourselves.
Yeah.
And it's a bad feeling when you're caught doing that. Like you're the first person at the light, or even you're holding up traffic because, oh, I got a minute or two here to check my emails or.
Mm-hmm. Me on Friday got honked at.
And you get honked at. And you raise your hand and go, sorry, my bad.
Oh, sorry.
My bad.
Yeah,
my bad.
Yeah. And then you speed off.
My bad, yeah.
Yeah.
So this happened to a guy in Houston on Sunday, and he was behind a woman and her daughter. And he just opened fire.
Oh.
He was that mad.
Oh.
You got problems, man.
He was that upset where he just started shooting at the car. Thank God the driver didn't get hit. The 7-year-old daughter did, though. She'll be all right. Cops are still looking for the driver.
Wow.
If your first reaction is to go for your gun because somebody is having a little moment, wants you to move your ass, you have mental problems.
Well, maybe it happened to him earlier in the day, and he's
Still not an excuse.
Not again.
Not an excuse. You're getting honked
Not
at.
doing this again.
That's a gun owner who is not responsible.
Yeah, no, he was the one stuck behind the woman and her daughter. The woman was on the phone, didn't move in time, and he opened fire. So yes, that was an overreaction. Yes, thank you for playing along.
Jeez.
All right, that is your news. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back and we'll play a little game here. We'll play a game called Golf Course or Rehab. Okay, simple game. Simple game. We'll give away some prizes. We have tickets for my birthday bash coming up on Friday night, August 18th at St. Louis Music Park, featuring the Urge and Stammy Westward. We have tickets for WWE SmackDown, Friday night, October 6th over at Enterprise. We got tickets to go see comedian Nate Bargatze. That'll be October 24th over at the Fox. And we have tickets to go see Manchester Orchestra with Jimmy Eat World next Thursday, July 27th over at St. Louis Music Park. All right, here's the game. Moon is going to read you the name of a business, and you will tell us if it's a golf course or a rehab center. That's it. 2 out of 3 right, you win your choice of prizes. If you want to play, 314-624-3833 or 398-3833. Golf course or rehab is next. You know, America is a very sweaty place right now.
Yeah.
It's very sweaty. So over this past weekend, a third of Americans were under extreme heat advisories. That includes half of California, pretty much the entire South. So the daily high in El Paso, I didn't check yesterday or today, but has been at least 100 degrees for a month straight. It's been 110 in Phoenix for over 2 weeks. Miami had its first excessive heat warning ever on Sunday. So here's the question. What is your ideal high temperature in the summer?
I'm like an 80s.
Do you want it to be hot?
No, I love an 85.
86 for me, yeah.
Yeah, 85, 86.
Yeah, I'm like, give me like somewhere in the mid 80s for summer.
Yeah.
86 for me, man.
Like it feels good. That's when the sun feels good on your skin. And if you can get that humidity down just a little bit, I know here in the Midwest we're swampier than
most, yeah.
But
so
we're
somebody
used
asked
to that.
somebody asked 1,000 people, and the top answer was somewhere in the 80s with 42%. The 70s are next with 31%. 14% said the 90s is ideal for them.
Oh, wow.
But some of us, that's not hot enough. 5% said they enjoy it when it gets over 100 degrees, including 2% who claim their ideal temperature is at least 110.
Well, they're going to be very happy for the coming years.
Yeah, those have to be like desert pool folks.
I mean, geez.
I had a girlfriend, she lives in Arizona, and her AC broke. She's about ready to have a baby. And I was like, that to me is the worst situation. I mean, it's dry heat, but still, you're going to have a baby at any moment. Your AC unit goes out.
Yikes.
I had a jerk of a friend who got married in Phoenix in August.
Oh.
But why would you do that to people?
Right.
Make them travel to Phoenix.
Wear a suit.
Phoenix
It was awful.
Phoenix is pretty dope, though, dude. A lot of cool places.
Never
I'm sure
been to Arizona.
It wasn't outside, was it?
No, it was inside, but
Well, then-
you need to go outside.
Wing.
Oh,
Wing.
you need to put. Do not
I
walk
wanna go
on
to
the
a really
pool deck.
Cool place. Wing.
You go to
I didn't find it a cool place.
Oh. What? You
What
didn't
is
go to
that?
an energy field or anything?
In Phoenix? No, we were there for a couple of days. I hated it.
Oh.
Did not like it. Maybe if I go there and it's not, I think it was 114.
Crazy,
Dang.
man. Yeah, weren't the tires on airplanes melting a couple years ago in Arizona?
Yeah, nobody needs to live there. Like, why do people live there?
There was
What's
like no
wrong with you?
water.
What's
Yeah,
wrong with you?
It is, pardon me, it is funny, especially, maybe not the big cities, but like sometimes you go to like certain cities in those desert towns and you go, what group of people was moving west? They were going and they said, you know what? We've gone far enough.
This is it.
Let's do it. Let's stop here.
You know what? I almost
Let's
they at least
build
have an
here.
excuse. Like, hey, we've gone hundreds of miles. You know, the ox are half dead. You know, at least there's water here. Stuff to build houses. Fine. We're not doing that anymore. We have the means to live places that are not 114 degrees.
Yeah, but there's some attractiveness to it, man.
Yeah.
You get into the winter. And,
What sadist?
Yo, dude, when you're here and you're shoveling nasty, wet, weird snow and
Yeah,
it's going
weird
to rain
snow.
4 days later and then freeze and then something else. You know what they're saying in Arizona? What moron stays over there?
What sadist
Bless you.
goes 110 degrees in the summer? Yes, please.
Because
know.
because it's a trade. You're trading. You're trading some different winters. You're
Out of
trading
your
all the
mind.
mountains. You're trading all sorts of different things.
Ski out there, like you go to like Taos, New
Yeah.
Mexico.
There's
Be
a
cool.
trade.
Now, here's a quick summer tip to save you a little money. There's no point on leaving the ceiling fans on unless you're actually in the room. You got a ceiling fan going?
Yeah.
I have in my bedroom. I got a ceiling fan going. It's on all the time, but apparently there's no point, and here's why. Fans in general don't cool the air off; they just cool you off. So if you leave them on when you're not there, you're just wasting electricity. So your body cools itself off through, the evaporation of sweat, and when the air moves across your skin, it happens faster. It also carries heat away from your body. So fans actually cool you down in two different ways. They don't change the temperature of the air itself. So unless you're in the room with the fan blowing on you, they don't do much.
This is good to know because I'm somebody who I like to leave some ceiling fans on in some of the rooms because in my head I'm thinking, oh, it's making sure that the air is kind of being spread out, like coming out of those rooms, like everything keeps flowing. You know, because there's a side of my house that is gets warmer than the other
Now,
side.
the one exception is when you've got a window or door open and the fan is helping to move new air in. The motor gives off a little heat, though, so in some cases it can actually raise the temperature of the room. Pets are another reason you might want to leave a fan on for them when you're not home. Moving the air around cools them down, too. But last tip here, and you've heard this before, but don't forget it, make sure to switch your ceiling fans so they spin counterclockwise.
During the summer.
Yeah.
Let's say. Other way during
It
the
pushes the cooler air down. If they're running clockwise, they can make the room feel even warmer.
I learned that was a thing way too late in my life. Like in the last 10 years.
The switch?
Tim and I were like, wait a minute, we got to switch the fan?
Counterclockwise summer, clockwise winter.
That's one of those grown-up-y things that your parents don't tell you because who's
You need
thinking
to learn
of
on
that
your
crap?
own.
And I don't know
who's
if my
thinking of
parents
it?
ever did
I don't
switch
think-
our fans.
We didn't have any ceiling fans at home.
Oh yeah,
Growing up.
I just realized. I don't think there's a single fan in my parents' house.
We had an attic fan.
Yeah, they do too.
We had ceiling. My dad smoked in his house, so we had fans in every room. Kind
We
of
didn't have a ceiling fan. But no, maybe for the pets, leave the ceiling fan on.
Man, yeah, I just realized I grew up in a house with no fans. There's not a fan in there. I'm not sure the ceilings are
This
even
guy
tall
knows
enough.
ceiling fans.
I'm
Poor.
not sure the ceilings are tall enough for a fan. Honestly, it's pretty old school.
Well, listen,
old
now
school
you know.
place.
Now you know.
Thanks.
You're welcome. All right, we've got tickets for my birthday bash to give away, featuring the Urge and Stabbing Westward, Jimmy's Chicken Shack as well. Friday night, August 18th, St. Louis Music Park. We've got tickets for WWE SmackDown, Friday night, October 6th, over at Enterprise Center. We got tickets to go see comedian Nate Bargatze. Third show just added, October 24th, Fabulous Fox Theater. We have tickets for that to give away, and we have tickets to go see Manchester Orchestra with Jimmy Eat World. Thursday night, July 27th, over at St. Louis Music Park. We are playing golf course or rehab. Very simple game. Moon is going to read you a business, and you have to tell us if it's a golf course or a rehab. 2 out of 3 right, you win your choice of prizes. 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. Let's go to Ian in Belleville. Good morning, Ian.
Yeah, how you doing? Happy birthday, Rizz.
Hey, thanks, Ian. Let's play golf course or rehab. Here we go.
Okay, Ian, Fairview in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Fairview.
Fairview. Go golf course.
Nope, that's rehab. Next.
Okay, the next one is Paradise Valley in Casper, Wyoming. Paradise Valley in Casper, Wyoming.
We're going to go with...
Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
50-50
We're going to go with...
Stop looking it up.
Yeah,
Go.
it's over.
Go,
It's
go,
over.
go.
It's over.
Punch Club.
I'm going to give it to you because I'm being generous. But you looked it up. I know it. It comes down to this. And you got to give us a quick answer.
Yep.
Ian.
You got 2
if
seconds.
that is your real name.
You got 2 seconds to tell us rehab or golf course. Elm Tree in Tempe, Arizona. Elm Tree.
Golf course.
No! You deserve that, Ian.
You love it.
For
Hear you
cheating.
right now, Rizz. Wow.
He was clearly looking it up.
Yeah.
Especially since it said country club.
Yeah,
You jerk.
exactly. Yeah. Let me look that up. Hang on.
Ryan, hello.
Paradise Valley, Casper, Wyoming.
Good morning, guys.
All right, Ryan, here we go. Golf course or rehab?
Hang on, I'm seeing if
Paradise Valley, Casper, Wyoming.
Casper, Wyoming. If it says like country club on the website. When I put that in, it says country club.
Yeah.
First word.
I got you.
First
Got
word
you,
that
Ian.
pops up.
Got you.
That's,
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice,
and I'll give you another chance.
won't get fooled again.
What?
Ryan, here we go.
Ryan, the Salt Pond in Bethany Beach, Delaware. The Salt Pond.
Golf course.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Ryan. Next, let's get a winner.
Country Oaks in Thomasville, Georgia.
Rehab.
No, that's a golf course. It comes down to this.
Bounce back. Here we go. Blue Ridge Mountain in Ball Ground, Georgia.
Rehab.
Yes!
Nice.
Winner. Okay. Let's go to...
How dare, Ian? How dare?
I know. It takes all types, huh? Ben, hello.
Hey, good morning.
All right, Ben, let's play golf course or rehab.
Morgan's Crossing in Scottsville, New York.
Rehab.
No.
Pine Brook in Manalapan Township.
No. It's Manalapan. Shh. This guy doesn't know Manalapan.
Pine Brook in New Jersey.
Rehab.
No, it's a golf course. I've actually played there. My brother-in-law lives there.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm okay. My brother-in-law lives there. That's why I know Manalapan. Manalapan. Okay, that's a shame. Mike and O'Fallon. Mike.
Morning.
All right.
There is.
Mike, thank you very much. Here we go. Golf course or rehab?
Mountainside in Wilton, Connecticut.
That is a rehab.
Damn right it is. Next.
Harmony Hill in Colts Neck, New Jersey.
Golf course.
Yes, it is.
There you go.
Okay, that was Mike and O'Fallon. Okay, let's go to Travis and Godfrey. Hello, Travis.
Hey, good morning.
All right, Travis, here we go. Golf course or rehab?
The Shoulder in Spanish Fort, Alabama.
Golf course.
No, rehab. Next.
Celebration in Celebration, Florida.
Golf course.
Yes. All right, finally.
Rochelle Ranch in Rawlins, Wyoming.
Golf course.
Yes, it is. I'll bet you that's a nice golf course.
Rochelle
What makes you think
Ranch.
I don't know. Just Rawlins, Wyoming. Like, sounds like it would be a nice place.
Rawlins.
Like open, like maybe the mountains in the back.
Yes.
Rawlins, Wyoming. Let's see. Images by Tyrone Green. It does look.
I bet you it's nice.
Well, never mind.
No?
It looks all right.
Rollins. It's kind of
This is not it.
land.
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh, man, that's
Cool little space.
That's nice.
12-hour flight to get there from
To
here.
Rawlins?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not looking at this town thinking it's got the best golf course on the planet, but what do I know about golf? Nothing.
It looks very open.
Yeah.
Okay. Finally, we go to Nathan in Maryland Heights. Hello, Nathan.
Hey, good morning.
All right, Nathan, golf course or rehab?
Auburn Hills in Wichita, Kansas.
Golf course.
Yes, it is. Next.
Mountain View in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Rehab.
Just like that.
There you go.
Wow.
Just like
This guy has the confidence like he
Just
knows
like
all
that.
of these places.
Well, we got 4 winners. That's a success. And
That is.
congratulations to everybody but Ian who tried to cheat
Yep.
and got his comeuppance.
Have a good day, everybody but Ian.
Everybody but Ian. No, we love you, Ian. We just caught you. We caught you, and you got what you deserved. The big L. Big L for the day goes to Ian. Thank you. All right, take a break. We'll come back with your crap on celebrities. Oh, my God. Did you see how much the first generation iPhone went for at auction?
I did.
I did. In the box still, right?
Whoa. Just to have the foresight to save that stuff.
You think that's what it was?
I have no
Or you think
idea.
it was like Grandma bought this and forgot about it?
I have no idea.
Well, if it's the same woman, she got it as her company gave it to her as a congratulations gift.
Oh, and she never used it?
Man.
If it's the same
Get
person.
We'll give you the details
dude.
after the break. It's 8:17. It's Tuesday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The cars and stars of the Indy 500 are coming to St. Louis on August 26th and 27th for the Bomarito Automotive Group 500. Go to www.raceway.com now to get your tickets. We have a lane blocked due to a crash 70 eastbound at Salisbury Street. And then further east from there are delays down to about 20 miles an hour it's 70 eastbound between 270 and Lambert International Boulevard. Like I said, down to about 15, 20 miles an hour right now. Your point forecast, possible thunderstorms late this morning into the afternoon. High of 86, low of 68. Right now it is 72 at the Point Studio. And your point forecast is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
All right, Lern, what do you got for us?
Lindsay Lohan is a mom. The Golden Bachelor gets announced. And what is the coolest album cover of all time?
Okay, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. All that and more next in your Crap on Celebrity. Stay there. Always jealous of the people who have the foresight to not open things and wind up down the road selling them for hundreds of thousands of dollars. I think I read something not too long ago about one of the original Mario Brothers games. Somebody had an original and a package unopened. Was it like Mario Brothers 2 or one of those?
Yeah, and what did that go for? 150 grand or something? Or...
Didn't open it, unopened, sealed in package. And 30 years later, they wound up selling it for $500,000.
Oh, that's how it was? Oh, my gosh.
I forget what the exact price was, but it was unopened. Like it was found somewhere. So you know how you just tried to turn in your iPhone recently? You want to trade it in, and they go $50.
Right.
Like you want to upgrade to the iPhone 12. What are they at now? 12?
$50. I'll give you like $12 in credit.
I got a lot from the last
I have
one.
my iPhone 10. Finally got it all paid off after 7 years.
Yeah, I just got the email that said, "Hey, congratulations! You and all your kids' phones are almost paid off." And I think the follow-up was like, "Would you like to trade them in for nothing? Start over?"
Yeah, AT&T just hit me up like, "You're eligible now for. You finally paid off your phone. You're eligible for an upgrade."
And then it starts like breaking down. Like the minute it gets paid off, then some software things start going wrong.
Yeah.
I'll go, all right, I have my perfect mint condition iPhone 11. How much am I getting for it? $20. $50. Damn it.
Get the same thing, man.
Damn it. Well, you thought that the problem with your phone, maybe it's too old. That's why they're not giving you hundreds of dollars for the phone. Maybe it's not old enough. So earlier this year, a woman sold an original iPhone from 2007, still factory sealed, for $63,000 in auction. Okay? And now, somebody has sold a rare first-generation iPhone for over $190,000.
Holy cow.
Now, this is the initial 4-gig model, which was discontinued after just 2 months when it was replaced by the 8-gig model. That was the model that was sold for $63,000 earlier this year. I think that's the one that the woman got as a gift from her company, never opened it. She sold it for $63,000. This was the original 4-gig version.
That's crazy.
So yes, a phone that was even worse than the phone has scored more than 3 times that price.
I'll never forget.
And like the other one, it was factory sealed.
Like back at Emmis bought like all of the managers for different parts of the company. Like my boss, Tony Boozy Cruz, he was the first person to ever show me his iPhone. And he walks in and I go, "Oh my gosh, it doesn't have any buttons. It doesn't flip. This is so sleek. Like I don't know how to turn it on. What is that?" That's when it had like the navigation button on the front of the screen. Like now there's no buttons on it at all. It's just on the side. And so I was just and I didn't like it at first. I'm like, I'm never going to be an iPhone person.
I thought so too.
And then here I am.
I had the BlackBerry. I loved the keyboard.
Yeah, same.
I loved it.
The original price for the 4-gig model was $499 back in 2007. Now she sold it for $190,000. $190,372.80 to be exact.
Good for her.
Good for her, indeed.
Yeah, man.
But you got a new piece of electronics, and you're like, I'm in the car opening it.
I have an unopened Palm Pilot. I'm waiting for that to be it.
Do you really? Seriously?
Sure, yeah.
You should look up to see how much.
Dude, you are sitting on a gold mine. Damn, dude. No, you're not.
No.
Do you guys save the iPhone boxes for some ungodly reason?
I do, because I feel like I'm going to need it somehow.
We never need it.
It's mine. It's so dumb.
We're so stupid. It's just a millennial and, I guess Gen X thing, but like.
I got 5 of them.
I got 5 of them too.
It's a hoarding thing. It's not a generational thing.
Get rid of them.
It's a hoarding thing.
Yeah, but it's got so many damn numbers on it, like important, like the way that the font looks with the number and the barcode there. I feel like I'm going to need that someday.
You're not gonna need it.
I'm going to call in for some sort of tech support, and they're going to go, "Yes, we need that information that's on the box that you're supposed to keep."
From a phone 4 generations ago.
Yeah. I forget to throw those out, but I still have the one for this one.
For this one, okay, I understand that.
Not even that. You don't need that. Their serial number is literally in your software in their phone. All those numbers on the box are inside your settings, your like general information for the your serial numbers on your phone.
Man.
Promise.
Trash men are going to see a lot of iPhone boxes in trash cans.
Get him out of
this
here.
week.
Get him out of here. All right, today is July the 18th. Back in the day, 37 years ago, 1986, Aliens, starring Sigourney Weaver, was released. The original OG Aliens. Anybody ever seen that?
No. It's Alien, right? Isn't it Alien? Isn't that the controversy?
And then
Like
Aliens
Die Hard
is the
fans.
second one.
Oh, man, now you're making
Here
me
we
question.
go.
What was the movie?
86, Aliens.
1986. I'm sorry, you're right. It is called Aliens.
86. 79 was Alien. Is that the first one? What?
No, 86 was Aliens, the original.
Alien.
No,
Aliens 1979.
that's the sequel. Aliens is the sequel to 1979's Alien.
Wow. I didn't know it was 79.
What's the one where the little creature burst out of the guy's chest? And don't
Oh,
say
Spaceballs.
So look, here's Alien. Here's the cover. It's the one with
Whatever
the egg.
Sigourney Weaver's
with the
in.
egg
Where's
with
the one
green.
with the cat?
And Sigourney
That's
Weaver.
Alien 2.
Sigourney Weaver is on the cover of Aliens.
Oh, okay. Well, damn it.
Let's see who's in it. Starring Sigourney Weaver.
Okay.
Tom Skerritt.
Oh, that's 79? Aliens is the sequel? Okay, I'm confused, and I don't care anymore. 32 years ago, 1991, the very first Lollapalooza held. 1991, Lollapalooza. And that was meant, Lollapalooza was originally meant as a farewell tour for Jane's Addiction.
That's cool.
And it wound up just being a thing. It was the first lineup for Lollapalooza, Jane's Addiction, Nine Inch Nails, Living Color, Ice-T, Butthole Surfers, Violent Femmes, Fishbone, and more.
Damn.
And that was Jane's Addiction's supposed to be final farewell tour, and that's how it all got started.
I wonder how much money Perry Farrell has made off of Lollapalooza. Like, has it been more than his music career?
Gotta be.
Gotta be.
I mean, because he's the brains behind that whole thing every year. Still.
He's the creator. I'm not sure how much he's still doing. Like if he handpicks, I'm sure, he's got a lot of people doing the heavy lifting for him.
Tim worked Lollapalooza for C3 for a few years and went down to Austin City Limits. And Perry Farrell would just be around, like, doing business behind the scenes.
Yeah,
like,
that's cool.
He got to meet him and whatnot.
That was my hero.
Hey, for the movie facts thing, so Alien was 79. That was directed by Ridley Scott. Aliens was 86, directed by James Cameron.
Right, with the little girl.
Yeah, I didn't know that the two. I didn't know. I thought it was the same director for at least those two.
Huh. I don't know. 31 years ago, 1992, Whitney Houston marries Bobby Brown. 29 years ago, 1994. And whenever I hear this song, it takes me back to high school. Like, it triggers high school memories. Hootie and the Blowfish, Hold My Hand.
Yes.
When I hear that song, I'm right back to high school.
I go back to Carbondale, Illinois when I hear Hootie and the Blowfish. Because it's always on the radio.
Drive every time they come on.
I know.
I think this is a song that
Oh, there's Hootie.
Hang on, I gotta go.
I gotta go to Carbondale, babe.
Like Hootie and the Blowfish, Hold My Hand. I think that's a teenage dirtbag song.
We did a little bit of
right
Hootie.
in the pocket.
We've done Hootie here and there. You got to throw it into medleys because nobody wants a whole Hootie song at a party.
This
I
guy,
do.
happy birthday
This
to
guy
Rizz.
does.
Yeah, but that's why you're not the professional and I am.
Oh. You do Jim Blossoms too in that band?
Sometimes. I'm telling you.
Excuse you.
I've never been to a concert before.
No, we have a bit. Well, one of the bits is check out this song. Everybody loves this song, and then I play two verses and I go, nobody wants to hear this anymore. Am I right? Am I right? Leave it to the professionals to tell you what you want to hear.
Oh.
Well,
So we do.
Why don't you just
I
sit
took
down?
it the
Listen,
wrong way. So
we do a medley of songs that everybody loves that you don't realize are 5-minute songs that nobody wants to hear live. Unless it's Hootie up there, you don't want to hear all of Hold My Hand. You just want the goods. Perfect example, Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Yeah.
We do
how dare you compare the two songs?
we do the first verse, and then we do the chorus, and we do the chorus again because that's all you want. I promise you.
I
that's
want the
all
whole
you
thing.
want.
Okay.
Nah, it stalls out. I'm the one that's up on the stage looking
All
at
right,
everybody
yeah.
get bored
I've
for
never
4
been
minutes.
to a show before.
Oh, stop it.
22 years ago in 2001, the Kiss Casket, an actual coffin featuring the faces of the 4 founding members of the band, went on sale. Who was buried in a Kiss casket?
Someone famous?
Did we know?
Oh, yeah, very famous. Well, I don't know him personally.
Bob Saget?
No.
Oh,
Bob Saget.
I don't know. You're asking me to guess. I don't know.
We're both upsetting him right now.
Bob
You're
Saget
just
is not buried
tired.
in a Kiss casket.
Let's.
Very famous guitarist.
Oh, Dimebag.
Dimebag Darrell is buried in a Kiss casket with an original Eddie Van Halen guitar.
Okay.
The yellow one, which is featured on the back of Van Halen 2.
That's all appropriate sounding. That whole thing is great.
The story behind that is that I think Dimebag wanted to buy, when he was alive, that guitar from Eddie Van Halen. And Eddie Van Halen said no. And then when he passed away, before his burial, Eddie Van Halen went to Dimebag's parents and delivered that guitar and said,
"That's sweet.
He should be buried with this, with a real guitar."
Dang. That's heavy. That's heavy, boy.
Yep. Yep. But I don't know how to pick songs at a concert.
Nope.
20 years ago today, in 2003, Kobe Bryant was charged with sexual assault after a hotel employee in Colorado made allegations against him. Remember this story? She later refused to testify at his criminal trial, and they settled out of court for, I guess, an undisclosed amount of money in a civil case. And 10 years ago today, in 2013, the city of Detroit became the biggest city ever to file for bankruptcy. The city was $18 billion in debt. And that's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
I'm going to bring in an acoustic guitar and sing that whole song for you. I guarantee you'll
I hate the song now.
Go to commercial. 2 minutes in.
Crap on Celebrities is...
I guarantee you. I guarantee you I will not cut to commercial. In fact, this guy...
Open up a candy bar or something. 2.5 minutes in, you go, yeah, I like this. But...
This guy is singing along. And probably has goosebumps while doing it.
Wow.
Back to you, Lern.
Thanks. Bright House Plumbing sponsors Crap on Celebrities. Call the best. Flush the rest. BrightHouseCo.com. 636-600-0188. Lindsay Lohan is a mother. The star and husband, Bader Shammas, have welcomed a baby boy. People magazine reports. They named their son Luai, which means shield or protector in Arabic.
Oh, dude, there's a song about that. Luai, Luai. Oh.
It means beat up in elementary school.
No. He was born in Dubai, though his exact date of birth has not been shared at this time. A rep tells the magazine the family is over the moon in love. And so congratulations to Lindsay Lohan.
So in lieu of...
Luai.
In lieu of diapers, she have a diaper party. Just send cigarettes over.
Luai Lohan?
She still a smoker?
She's still a smoker?
I don't know. She sounds like she
I think she didn't smoke the whole pregnancy. So 9 months... 9 months clean.
She sounds like she smokes a lot of cigarettes.
Didn't she tell us we've been pronouncing her name wrong all this time? It's
Lohan.
It's Lohan. So it's Louis. Wait.
No.
Luai Lohan.
Or no, he'll probably have his dad's.
Why wouldn't he take the dad's name?
I don't know. I'm just saying the alliterative.
He'll be Luai Shammas.
Cool.
Luai Shammas.
Yeah, in lieu of diapers, send ligates.
Sofia Vergara and hot-ass Joe Manganiello, they announced their separation and decision to call it quits on their marriage. The couple shared a joint statement saying, "We have made a difficult decision to divorce. As two people that love and care for one another very much, we politely ask for the respect of our privacy at this time as we navigate this new phase of our life."
What are you talking about?
They are both too good looking.
There's no possible way. There's no possible way it works. They're just too good looking.
They dated, so their story is they started dating in 2014. 6 months later, they became engaged. They got married in 2015. They never had any kids, and they were a power couple. You know, like people loved them. It's a bummer.
It is a bummer.
It just wasn't going to work out. I knew it immediately.
I can't wait to see who both of them start dating, though. Like, that will be exciting for me because they're both so hot. It's equal. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Christopher Nolan recently revealed that he isn't interested in directing another superhero movie and isn't going to start a new project until this writers and actors strike is over. Nolan said about AI technology, "I think any tool, my choice not to use computer graphics to represent the Trinity test was really a mechanical one. It's an artistic choice because I feel that computer graphics are incredibly sophisticated and versatile, that they are, and extraordinary work has been done with them, but they tend to feel a little safe to me." So he doesn't want to be using AI and leaning into that as much at this time. We'll see what happens in 10 years.
I heard, so even with the strike, like, actors are not even walking red carpets, nothing,
right.
Everything's, and they're all hunkered down for this to be a long strike.
Yeah. The Golden Bachelor senior citizen star was revealed. It is 71-year-old grandpa Gary Turner.
Gary.
Gary. The retired restaurateur is the first ever
Very
star.
handsome.
He's super hot, silver fox. And this is going to be exciting. I know you guys don't watch The Bachelor, but I do. And The Golden Bachelor is going to be really fun.
Oh, you do watch The Bachelor?
Oh, yeah. And The Bachelorette, I eat it up. I love it.
I have
It's
a good
trash.
friend. I have a good friend who's like really into it.
Yeah.
Like really into it. And he says, "Hey man," he's a radio guy. He goes, "Hey man, I am out of the goodness of my heart. If you guys want once a week to come on, and I will do a Bachelor update." I said, "Are you out of your mind?" Much like nobody wants to hear Hootie and the Blowfish.
I didn't
whole
say that.
song.
Yeah,
Nobody
I
wants to
said
hear-
a whole song from not Hootie in a live
Nobody
setting.
wants to hear a Bachelor update.
Well, no, because you can't, unless you're watching it, you have no idea what I'm talking about because everybody's essentially a stranger. But it is total trash, man. And I record it. I never watch it live. I record it, and I just sit there in pure bliss on Hulu and just watch this trash
Does
unravel.
everybody watch this Vanderpump Rules show?
I don't watch
because
that.
that seems to be
What's that?
like if you look at TMZ and you look at Page Six or any of these entertainment gossip sites,
Sounds dirty.
it's all Vanderpump Rules.
Yeah, but is that because of money spent?
I have no idea.
Who is that an MTV
I
show?
don't know. It's a reality show about a rich family, right?
I don't know.
Oh,
Never
Jesus.
watched it.
Hang on. Now
But
I
I
have to
will
look
be
it up.
watching The Golden Bachelor. Okay, so here's the lowdown because a lot of people are like, "Ooh, what's this deal with this guy? He's 71." So he and his wife, they were married for 43 years. His wife died, so he's a widower. He's got grandkids. He's got 2 daughters. And so he's ready to put himself out there again, find love that's going to stand the test of time in his golden years. The Golden Bachelor is going to be on ABC this fall. I can't wait.
Vanderpump Rules is an American reality television series broadcast on the Bravo network since
Oh, it's an
2013.
Andy Cohen show. I know that. Yeah.
Developed as the first spinoff from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Okay.
There you go.
It's very popular, apparently.
This is interesting. A Kansas City woman says her Skims literally saved her life. Skims are Kim Kardashian's
The shapewear.
shapewear line. This woman's 22 years old, and she was wearing Kim Kardashian Skims when she went out over New Year's Eve, this past New Year's Eve. Standing outside waiting for her Lyft driver, gun battle broke out nearby. This young lady was shot 4 times.
Oh, my God.
But she said she survived. She was in a TikTok video saying the fact that she had these Skims on, they were so tight that they literally kept her from bleeding out. So when the paramedics got there, she saved her life. She says, "Call it fate or Jesus, but I'm going to call it Kim."
So almost like a tourniquet would. Oh no, a tourniquet cuts off circulation. So just putting a bandage and holding it
Right.
on a wound.
Pressure, yeah.
Pressure.
So can't wait to see what Kim does with that. Some crappy quick hits. Hot Jeopardy winner Angie Nyquist has been asked by fans if she's ever going to join OnlyFans.
This is so funny because have you seen what this woman looks like?
I haven't.
She's super good looking.
Yeah.
Now, guys, first thing are like, when are we going to see you naked?
Right.
Like you have just
just won.
achieved the impossible. You got on Jeopardy and you won.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's super cute.
Next up, get naked, right? Am I right?
Hey.
Am I right?
Brains, beauty, brawn, you got it all.
Boobs.
She says-
Get 'em
Strike
out.
while the iron's
Get
hot.
them out.
She says, "I mean, it's not my style, but it was flattering," she said to hear. Dolly Parton never wants to retire. She joked that she hopes to die on stage someday. Quote, "I'll just hopefully drop dead in the middle of a song, hopefully one I've written." Ariana Grande was married. Did anybody know this?
I did not know.
No, I don't
I had
know.
no idea she was married. Well, now she and her husband are separated. Guy's name is Dalton Gomez, and they've been separated since the beginning of this year. They're headed towards divorce, and the couple tied the knot in May of 2021.
Well, it was a big deal when she was at Wimbledon without her wedding ring on.
I know, and she's blonde now, which is crazy.
It was a huge deal.
Wiz Khalifa was on shrooms when he threw out the first pitch at last night's Pittsburgh Pirates game, and he didn't do that bad. So,
He thought it was an orange.
Man, the fact that somebody on mushrooms
I could never.
had a better first pitch than me
Yeah, dude.
is
Burned ya.
just
That's
Man.
I mean, that's really saying
makes me
something.
feel bad about myself.
You're just tired today.
You'll be fine.
And finally, album artwork. Who doesn't love album artwork? Well, Ranker.com.
I love album artwork.
Put this out there. People have been voting in the last 24 hours of what the greatest album cover of all time is. Give me the top 10.
Can I just throw some things out there?
Go.
It's got to be a Pink Floyd cover.
I was going to
It
say
is
the
a
one
Pink
with the
Floyd
butts.
cover. It's not the one with the butts.
The one with the prism.
The one with the prism. Yeah, Dark Side of the Moon is number 1.
Wish You Were Here?
Wish
Don't
You-
start throwing them out.
Is that the one with the butts?
Wish You Were Here, number
the guy
4.
on fire.
Yeah, which is awesome. It's him shaking hands with himself, and he's on fire.
What one with the butts?
Was that just a poster? Or is
You're
that
thinking of a poster of all the album covers with the women, or have all the album covers of Pink Floyd, and they have their butts out. It's a great, iconic poster.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh,
I'm sure I saw it.
I'm just going to watch this. Pink Floyd butts. Pink.
Keep going.
Floyd.
Wish You Were Here was number 4.
Let's say
Wish You Was
Beatles.
number 4.
Beatles has to be in there.
Abbey Road.
Abbey Road is number 2.
Sgt. Pepper.
That is number 3.
Okay.
You never seen this?
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, the woman sitting on the side of the pool. Yeah, I've seen that before.
Oh, and they're all the Pink Floyd album covers? Oh,
yes.
see, I only see butts.
The Wall is not on there, right?
The Wall is not. You've exhausted your Pink Floyd.
Okay, no more Pink Floyd, no more Beatles.
No more Beatles.
Zeppelin.
Zeppelin takes 3 spots.
Okay.
What Zeppelin albums?
The
Zeppelin
one with
4.
the guy carrying the sticks.
That's Zeppelin 4.
Zeppelin number 6.
House
is
of the
Led
Holy.
Zeppelin 4. House of the Holy's not on there.
Okay, then Song Remains the Same.
No. Think of iconic Led Zeppelin.
Zeppelin 1.
Zeppelin 1 with
What's that
the
look like?
explosion. The Zeppelin's actually exploding. Physical Graffiti, number 5. Now we move into
This Graffiti's the apartment building, right?
apartment
This
building.
is a list
real.
of the best album covers of extremely ridiculous popular albums.
Yeah. Well, that's what, you know.
These are, they've had, Stig Larsson was the guy that did all the Pink Floyd covers?
Sounds right.
I mean, is a great artist.
Keep going. We got 8 through 10, and these are all 3 different bands.
Are they any of these bands still touring?
No.
None of them.
None of them. Or actually, that's not true. Number 9 could still be touring if they want, but I don't think they are actively.
Is there one like a
All classic rock?
All classic
All
rock.
classic
Solo
rock.
artists?
No.
Boston.
Any Rush?
No.
Any Rush stuff?
No Rush.
Why you got to laugh every time Boston?
No, that Boston.
Boston
Why you got to
is the worst.
disrespect?
I'm
The
still
spaceship
mad
with
at
the guitar, like the guitar spaceship?
Yeah, man.
where it's a guitar. Yeah,
That's a pretty cool cover.
I guess.
Disrespectful.
ELO did it
Fleetwood
better.
Mac? Fleetwood Mac?
No.
But you already said Sgt.
Rumors
Pepper's?
is a cool album
Yep.
cover.
Rumors is a cool
Rumors,
album cover.
yeah.
Black Sabbath.
Oh, Black Sabbath, Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath came in at number 8.
Yeah.
Queen's Queen 2 at number 9.
Is that the one,
And,
with, is that the one with the robot?
What's number 10?
Number 10.
Wait, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it. Not touring.
Not touring. This band is over. This band is legendary to this radio station.
Okay, wait.
Nirvana.
Nirvana's Nevermind.
Nevermind.
See, when you say
Number
classic
10.
rock, you throw us.
I know, but it's Nirvana
you're
is
gonna throw
considered
us.
classic
Yeah,
rock
you're
now.
right. Yeah.
And that's your crap on
Little
celebrities.
baby with his pee-pee out.
Celebrities celebrating a birthday today. Chase Crawford. That is Nate on Gossip Girl and The Deep in Amazon's The Boys. He's 38.
Man, what a show. If you watch The Boys, learn.
No.
You'd like it.
You'd
The
like
Boys?
it.
What is it on? I'm sorry?
It's on
It's on
Amazon.
Amazon.
I don't
Yeah,
have
you'd
Prime.
like it.
You don't have Prime? Come on, you gotta just pull the trigger on that. You're missing out on some good shows.
You should have said this to Tim when he
couple.
was
Now
here.
with the strike,
I'm not allowed to get. I already get too much of my HBO Max and my Hulu's and.
And those, honestly, those have more bang for the buck than Amazon
That's
does.
what I'm talking
But Amazon's, the couple series that it
Miss
just like,
Maisel,
yeah, and Catastrophe, you got to see
The
Catastrophe.
Boys is very good.
Catastrophe is maybe one of the best shows of the decade. It really is. It's so awesome. You would love it. You and Tim would absolutely. Actually, that's your show. That's your. Now that I'm thinking
The
about,
Boys
yeah,
or
your
Catastrophe?
personality as a couple. No, not the Boys. I'm talking about Catastrophe.
Oh.
You got to look up Catastrophe. Priyanka Chopra, that's Mrs. Nick Jonas. She's 41. Michael Hussman, that's Dario Naharis in Game of Thrones, 42. Kristen Bell is 43. Jared Hess, who created Napoleon Dynamite and then Nacho Libre, he's 44. Kelly Riley, that is Kevin Costner's daughter on Yellowstone, she's 46. Vin Diesel, 56. Jack Irons, former Red Hot Chili Peppers and Pearl Jam drummer. Jack Irons is 61. Ricky Skaggs, Country Music Hall of Fame inductee, is 69. Richard Branson, 73. Steve Forbes is 76. Martha Reeves, that's the leader of Martha and the Vandellas, 82.
Vandellas, yes.
Joe Torre, former New York Yankees, LA Dodgers, and St. Louis Cardinals manager, is 83. And James Brolin, that is Barbra Streisand's husband and the dad of Josh Brolin. James Brolin is 83 years old.
And today's porno birthday wish being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Veronica Jett. And today's birthday girl has been in 418 fine films, including Three's Not a Crowd 2, All dongs go to heaven.
Thank goodness.
America's Got Ass. Anacondas and Little Mamas 1. Anus Retentus. Eat My Feet 4. Lesbian Mechanics. And Who Could Forget a Roll? In 2006's Who Let the Whores Out 2. Who Let the Whores Out? Who? Veronica Jett is 41 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays. And that was your crap on celebrities. All right, quick break. We'll come back with some of your emails. All right, welcome back to the program. Got some of your emails in just a second here. You want to play a game? Game is called Name That Drug. And we're talking like big pharma drug.
Oh.
So I'm going to play you. I'm going to play you a little. I'm going to play you a clue, and you tell me what the drug is, okay?
All right.
This is from the commercial. We'll just do one. I just want to see if this works. All right, here's your clue. Name that drug. The drug?
Oh, it's no. Is it like Malox? Or what is it?
No. Oh, there are people screaming right now in their cars.
Ozempic?
Is it Ozempic?
Miles every tries on
I didn't know that.
Took me a minute.
You didn't know that one?
No, that's funny.
Ozempic. And it's Fatso.
Oh, my God.
Jeez. Give me
think
another
that was
one.
a
What else?
change.
I don't have it. I just wanted to see if that would work.
That's what they
Because
really
now
use.
these pharmaceutical commercials have these very catchy jingles.
Well, yeah, everybody's selling their catalog. So, like now, like anti-diarrheal medicines, like "Go Your Own Way" from Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah,
like,
like I had to look up.
Terrifying.
So
No
the
way.
Ozempic song.
Miles.
I mean, the original song that I played at the beginning. We'll take the check.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What are we branding right now? We don't care.
It don't matter.
Yeah.
You want to use our song for
sign the check.
Anything? Cool. So do you think you're pretty good at jingles?
It takes me a minute. Yeah, I think I
Okay.
could do it.
Now, are we talking about jingles or are we talking about songs that are licensed? Because jingles are totally different.
No,
thing.
I'm moving on to jingles.
Okay. Because
I'm moving on to jingles
are
here.
fun.
So I found this fun little thing. It's Name That Commercial Jingle Challenge.
Okay.
So it's a guy on a saxophone or a flute, and he'll play the jingle. You tell me what it's for. Okay.
Okay. Shall we compete?
All right. I'll keep
Why
score
does everything have to be a competition?
because it's the
I
show.
thought
and
you
that's
would-
how
that's
this
how
show
It
is.
is because
I
it
thought
is.
that's what you were going with.
All right, what's this? There we go.
Empire. Moon.
Yes, Moon.
Empire.
Yes.
300.
Today. Okay, here's the next one. Next one coming up.
That is
one more
American
time.
Family Insurance. Moon.
You sure?
No.
Are you sure your mom muted commercials her whole life?
I'm not. No,
No,
that's not American. That is Liberty Mutual.
Liberty Mutual.
That is.
I don't know the answer to this. I don't know the answers to these, by the way.
It's not American.
I think it's Old Spice.
Old Spice.
Random.
Oh, well, I don't know.
I know that, but I can't place it.
No. It's a
Wanna
guy
play
that comes
again?
out.
People are saying Old Spice on the chat.
Is it really? Oh. Hit it.
Hang on.
What do we got?
It is Old Spice.
All right,
Gosh,
chat group
darn,
gets
that
1
didn't
point.
feel right.
Chat
Old
group gets
Spice.
1 point.
I don't know these. I swear to God.
Stanley Steamer!
Is it Stanley Steamer? Show me Stanley Steamer. It is Stanley Steamer.
Well done.
Okay.
Oh, that's Liberty. Liberty Mutual.
Well, please sing it.
Liberty, 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 Liberty.
Yes, it is.
All right, 2 for
It's
that.
Okay, got that. It's easy.
Oh, that's the general. Oh wait, call.
I I think
It's some cheese ball thing, and I think they've hired a bunch of like celebrities, but they're in like this weird low budget looking commercials. Am I right?
J.G. Wentworth.
J.G. Wentworth.
Hang on, I got to hear that again. Hang on.
Chat group gets another point.
That's it.
I don't know this one.
Wentworth. 877 something.
You sure?
Yeah,
Yeah.
something about cash or like.
It is J.G. Wentworth. Okay, fine.
Oh, that's a great one. What happened?
I don't know. That was it.
That's what it was?
That was it.
Do that again?
Hang on.
That sounds like I walk into Guitar Center.
Oh, yeah. Nationwide is on your side.
Oh, that is?
Chat group yet again. Dude,
Hang on.
listeners are leading.
But that's Nationwide is on your side.
Damn.
I've never heard that version.
No, neither have I.
That's
Nationwide is on your side. It's always,
yeah.
what's his face singing?
Wow.
Paisley, Brad Paisley.
Brad Paisley and the quarterback. What is it?
Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning.
Pretty cheap there. Come on. That's almost
We
exact.
are farmers.
Yeah,
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba.
farmers.
All right, Rizz, 1 point.
Nicely done.
Yeah, let's see.
Moon is in the lead in the room.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Chat group in the lead with 3.
O'Reilly.
Damn.
I'm taking
You're right. You're right. We hear
That's-
it all the time.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Auto parts.
They're from Missouri.
Oh, it's the end.
Man, that's a hit right there. My kids sing that one.
Oh, O'Reilly. Damn. Should have gotten that one. Blew it.
Yeah, and if O'Reilly's partners up with P&G or whoever owns Ozempic, they can just Ozempic.
Fatso.
Wow.
Wow, dude.
You-
I can't believe you.
I
can't believe you threw your voice to make it sound like me.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Let's get to some of your emails. RizzShow1057thepoint.com.
Emails brought to you by Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes, your one-stop shop for all mailboxes. Need a new mailbox.com. Let's get into Team Rizz member Jim here. Good morning, Rizz Show. Happy birthday, Rizz.
Thanks.
Miss you, Jeff. You guys and gals are great. Keep it up. 3 out of 5 stars. And then he just poured on some great shower thought type things.
Okay, shower thoughts.
If two
Let's
vegans
go.
are arguing, is it still considered beef?
Okay, thank
The
you.
word none is just the letter N doing a cartwheel.
Wait. The word none,
N-U-N,
N-U-N.
N-U-N. It's just the
an
letter
N.
N doing a cartwheel.
Think about it
Yeah, I know.
lowercase.
Oh, yeah, he's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
The word quiet is often said very loud.
Yeah.
There was a time before glasses that would explain myths and legends. In video games, killing animals feels more evil than killing people, but in real life, it's the other way around. Snails are so slow, yet we never see them coming. Just bam, there's a snail.
It's true.
Water is a portal to a universe where we can fly, but we can't breathe. You spend your whole life gathering guests for your funeral.
Yes.
If you punch yourself and it hurts, does that make you weak or strong? When you were watching the sunset, someone on the other side of the world is watching the sunrise.
This man's high as a kite.
If
and I
you
like
ri-
it.
if you rip a hole in a net, it actually just has fewer holes than it did before. If a fly loses its wings, should we call it a walk? Who taught the first teacher? If poison expires, is it more or less dangerous? In order to clean something, you have to make something else dirty. Your first birthday is actually your second birthday. And finally, ketchup was originally created to be sold as medicine, claiming to cure diarrhea, ingestion, and jaundice. Look it up.
All right.
Wow.
Oh, thank you very much. Shower thoughts.
Thanks, Jim.
Just one from Adam that just came over. I took Rizz's advice and watched Sisu last night.
Oh, yeah. A couple people in the chat said they watched it.
Great
last night, too.
movie, 5 out of 5 stars. Underwater Kill was wild, a bit strange that the German spoke English. Yes,
Just look past it.
Yeah.
but damn, great movie. Sisu, S-I-S-U. Watch it. Let me know what you think. Next.
All right. Well, I'm going to call this the we'll go ahead and be your Google section because this was the email. Good morning, peoples. With the popularity of motorized bikes, what is the distinction between a bicycle and a motorcycle if the bicycle is powered by an electric motor? If you have a motorized bike that operates just like a motorcycle, wouldn't you need a driver's license to operate the motorized bicycle? That's from Jeremiah. The difference between a motorcycle and a motorized bike is a motorcycle doesn't require any human propulsion. You know what I'm saying? It's completely motorized. Whereas a motorized bike
say
has
combustion, but even like the electric cars don't have combustible.
Yeah, and you can get an electric motorcycle.
Yeah, I know.
It has to do with if there's any sort of effort made by the human, it's a motorized bicycle, like a pedal or whatever it may be.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Let's Google it.
Because some of those things cook. Like those e-bikes, man, they cook those things.
The main difference between electric bicycles and motorcycles is that motorcycles are fully powered by a motor, whereas electric bikes use electric motors to assist riders as needed, since human power is also used. So if human power is used at all, it's a motorized bicycle or an electric bike.
Well, you use human power to steer.
But that's to steer, not for power.
Not for propulsion? Okay.
In order to be characterized as a motorized bicycle, an engine displacement that does not exceed 50 cc has to have an automatic transmission, less than 3 horsepower, and a top speed of 30 miles per hour on level ground.
Okay, that's so yeah.
Yeah, that's what the license. I had a scooter, and the reason you see a ton of scooters that are sold at 49 cc is because of that.
Because of that, to get through it.
Huh.
But this says motorized bike riders must have a valid driver's license in order to operate their bike legally in Missouri. But you don't need to register your motorized bike or purchase
with the
title.
DMV.
Yeah.
Okay, now we know.
Yep. Morning, fellas and lady. Listening to the Friday podcast and heard you guys speculating about the possibility of a documentary about the Chiefsaholic guy. Just wanted to say, if they don't call it A Wolf in Chief's Clothing, I, for one, will be sorely disappointed. That's all. Thank you, James. And then he says, P.S. I wished Rizz a happy birthday at the City game. And I said hi to Donnie when I saw him out and about on Sunday. And I just wanted to say how much I appreciate you guys being so open to interacting with fans. Definitely made for a great weekend.
Thank God I wasn't a dick.
See what happens when we're nice?
I never know who's going to write in.
Not that day. Hey, speaking of soccer games, here's the next one. Good morning, gentlemen, ladies, and Rafe. Love the show. I'm from Chicago, from the Chicago burbs, and I listen to the podcast daily. You were talking about standing at the soccer stadium. I love soccer. I watch La Liga. Used to have Chicago Fire season tickets, and I've been to so many European and international games. So needless to say, I am a self-proclaimed expert. Standing for the entire game throughout the stadium is ridiculous. Casual fans, families with young kids, elderly, or people new to the sport will be turned off by standing the entire time. While it may provide an exciting atmosphere at times, it's disrespectful to those that paid money to see a product. I can see standing up for the final seconds.
Typical guy from Chicago, am I right?
Oh, no.
I can see standing for the final seconds of an exciting game, but blocking the view of people is horse crap and disrespectful to people that paid their hard-earned money to support a team. Even on the website, you're not allowed flags to obstruct the guests' views. So why would people be allowed to obstruct it with their bodies? This is why I refuse to see concerts and arenas with seats. You expect that douchebaggery there, but let's not carry that over to soccer games.
It does not seem to be hurting the brand currently. Everybody was standing the entire time.
Yeah, and I think next season, and as things go, there'll be more of a standard of sitting down. Not for the supporter section. That's where the flags are allowed and the standing is mandatory.
Mandatory, because they chain the seats up. I stood the entire time on Saturday because if I sat, I wouldn't be able to see. Did I want to sit? Yes. Did I sit on the top of the seat for a little bit? Yes, until I was called out for it. Looking at all the European soccer matches, they sit.
Yeah, I sat in all the matches I've been to.
Sitters. Let's get the whole standing thing out of the way first season, and then we'll sit next season.
Yeah.
Rules don't apply right now, I guess.
Because then that'll be the real test.
He says,
you can still keep the energy up when you're seated.
Yeah. Says, love the show. It's the only redeemable quality about St. Louis. 3 out of 5 stars.
We'll take that. Thank you. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you. Next.
Hey, guys. Yesterday was one of the best radio days ever. This was last week. I love to listen to old-timers tell a story about how things were. I'm 56 myself. It was so fun to relive the 70s and 80s. Things back then were not as streamlined nor as easy as today. Many of our activities have been automated since them making doing your job or just everyday life easier. And at the same time, we've lost so much fun of living. So many people nowadays have a stick up there. It was so great to hear the inside stories from decades ago. He's talking about, this is Paul. He was talking about when John
Hewlett and Close were here.
and Mark were talking about all the old school things that happened to Casey. I mean, I learned things and I knew
it's
a lot about it.
fascinating. I love that stuff. Listen, I'm a radio buff. I love hearing the history of the business.
Yeah.
How it was back in the day. You know, yesteryear. Mm-hmm. Love when an old timer spins a good yarn, huh?
That's right.
But no, it was great, and I appreciated them coming on. And Mark Close said to me, "You get one, and that's it." So
That was it.
that was it. Hope you enjoyed it.
Never again.
Never again. All right, one more.
This one says, "Heyo.
Heyo.
I'm hoping you can help me. Huge fan of the show, especially this new version with Lern and my new boyfriend, Rafe. My 41st birthday is August 12th. I would love to have my first Golden Corral experience with you, since I've never been. My husband is not a huge eater, so I can leave him at home. I promise to wear my only Judy can judge me tank top so Rizz thinks I'm cool. Very hopefully, Lindsay."
So you want?
She's looking for her very first Golden Corral experience to be with us.
We just had to adjust the date.
This is not like an event.
Sure it is, but you got to have gray sweatpants on.
How about this? You just show up at a Golden Corral. We're not going to tell you which one we're going to. Maybe we'll be at the one you're at. I don't know.
We've moved our date a time or two.
Yeah, we have to accommodate certain schedules.
That's right.
It's going to be my first experience, I think. I don't even know. It's going to be my first experience in the last 20 years.
I don't know if I want like my first experience to be like a public thing.
You don't? Why? It'd be great if we just flood it. But I mean, think of the manager at Golden Corral on a Wednesday or Thursday or whatever the heck it might be, just going like, what the
hell's
hell
going
is
on
this?
We're trying to bond, though. I feel like it's a show. I mean, I'm not trying to be possessive, but I guess I am. Like,
I kind of just wanted it to be us.
we're all. I know. Like we're all. I mean, like, look, we're down 2 men today.
And happy
like,
birthday.
Right, and happy birthday.
Well, maybe we just go twice. Maybe we go for our little thing, and then we go down to Lindsay's birthday party.
No.
Yeah. It's hard enough getting this band together to do this.
I'm not taking anything away from Lindsay, but I don't want to like.
No.
This is your special thing. This is for your birthday. This is the thing. Because Mooner's not going to be at the thing on the 18th. So this is it. This is our little party for ourselves.
Yeah, and listen, I want to share, the story the next day.
We want to be gross in our sweatpants and shoveling food into our faces without needing to be judged by people that listen to this show. That's how I am taking it.
I don't mind. I think when you go through the doors, judgment washes away. It's just sitting on the sidewalk.
I want people to just show up at different Golden Corrals around the area, hoping that we show up. With
Right.
that one.
Yeah, I like that. But I have a good, solid feeling that, and I'm no Golden Corral expert, but I have a feeling that the doors wash away any sort of judgment, shame, or anything. And it's all out in the parking lot. And once you go in there, this is judgment-free zone.
It is a judgment-free zone.
You got pudding on your, not even on your lip, you got pudding on your cheek.
No, and it should be. It should be. But I don't know. Got to think about that. I don't know if we're going to. I don't know if Golden Corral wants us announcing which one we're going to. We're
talking about.
They're not a sponsor or anything. We're just going.
We're just going.
We're talking about those old school buffets where there's like an ice cream thing and you can put sprinkles and all the crap on it, and there's like a chocolate fountain. This is what I'm imagining.
I don't need more hands on the spoons. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, we want to keep the spoons at a minimum getting touched.
What if they run out of spoons?
Happy birthday. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you for, I'm sorry, it's just not going to happen.
Thank you, no thank you. Nice to be invited.
All right, I think we need a hard reset here. After the break, Lern's going to make us laugh.
Oh.
Would you like to tell some jokes?
I would.
All right.
I've been working on them all hour.
Lern's going to tell some jokes. If we have time, we'll get to some sports. All right, that is it for us. Donnie Fandango is next. Thank you all for tuning in. It was a lovely, lovely Tuesday morning. Thanks for hanging with us.
Yeah.
Nice to see you all. Tomorrow, Moon's wife joins us.
Gonna be wild.
We'll play the newlywed game with them.
I can't wait.
We're cultivating the hard-hitting questions.
You guys
as we
better
speak.
study up.
Don't do that. There's nothing to study.
You
I
better,
don't
you
even know
better
how to-
figure each other out.
Tim and I, for like 48 hours before he came in, I go, okay, let's go. Favorite movie. Like we were answering each
really?
other's questions,
Oh,
making
no.
sure we
Oh,
got
that's
it.
not-
He said he's going to go even harder.
That's
though.
not going to
what
help
I
you.
mean.
Fair.
That's not going to help you. What's your favorite movie? No, it's not. That's not.
not
We're not
fair.
doing those questions.
That's not fair.
Oh, I'll tell you what's fair.
What?
What's fair is your asses are on the line. That's what's fair. That'll be fun tomorrow. All right, today's Pappy's Recappy.
Brought to you by Pappy Smokehouse. St. Peter's is your summer barbecue headquarters. Highway 70 and Mid Rivers Mall Drive. Everything we covered on the show today: sports, crap on celebrities, porno birthday. We also talked about the cities and states with the best and worst drivers in America. It's all there on the blog under the Rizz News section. Man, we learned a lot, actually, a couple new terms, actually, about being on the road, what type of road this is called, and it inspired our title today, which is available everywhere, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, even YouTube. And the title is, Oh, You're Getting Jughandled. It's a road term. It's a road term.
Jughandled.
In Jersey.
In Jersey. All right, thank you, Moon. Anything else?
No, man, follow us on our socials at RIZZ Show. And a special thanks to the chat room this last couple weeks on YouTube. They have been exceptionally well behaved and such a fun addition or, re-addition to the show. And have been great with Freak of the Week and just kind of keeping us on our toes. They've been great.
All right,
Shout out
thank
to
you.
them.
Thank you. Lern?
No, I have nothing.
All right, then we leave you with a selection from our Team Rizz member today, brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, proud sponsor of Team Rizz. Visit hotshotsnet.com/Team Rizz. From St. Louis, Mike Landis is our Team Rizz member today.
Hey, Mike.
And Mike wants to hear this song, and here it is. And we'll see you tomorrow. Done and next. Bye.
Energy up!